Today's MTSU women's basketball game is just 30 minutes away, and the Blue Raider game day coverage begins with Countdown to Tip-Off. Countdown to Tip-Off is presented by Window World of Murfreesboro, the official window and exterior remodeling company of Blue Raider Athletics. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, official team physicians for Blue Raider Athletics. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford, the official hospital partner for MTSU Athletics. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. And by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office. Fans don't let fans drive drunk. Now, here's the voice of the Lady Raiders, Joe Fisher.
And we welcome you to the Probst Arena, Von Braun Center, Huntsville, Alabama. And this is the Conference USA Women's Basketball Tournament. And today, the number 2 seed overall, the Lady Raiders of Middle Tennessee, take on the number 7 seed, the Owls of Kennesaw State. I'm Joe Fisher. Great to be with you. Great to be joined by my partner here, Kyle Turnham. Kennesaw State had to play their way to this point. They beat UTEP yesterday 71-63 to advance to this point. So they will take us on here. They are 13-17, 7-11 overall in conference play in the regular season. Middle Tennessee, a share of the regular season championship with Liberty. Liberty just won, as a matter of fact. They beat Sam Houston 78-51 to advance to the semifinals on Friday. That's where Middle is hoping to go with a win today. Middle Tennessee beat Kennesaw State twice this year, 76-43 and 59-47. Kyle, you've been through this a lot of times. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in a season. I don't care how good you are, how bad they are, whatever. It's hard to beat a team 3 times.
Well, Joe, I'll be honest. I think that's more of an old wives' tale than anything else. I mean, I would much rather be the team that has won twice than the team that has lost twice. Yeah. Now, that being said, the team that lost twice is going to throw more of the kitchen sink at you than the team that won twice, because the team that won twice is thinking, well, what we're doing is working fine. Right. So you may see something unusual out of Kennesaw today. My greater concern, to be honest, is the fact that Kennesaw played last night or yesterday so they've got a little bit of momentum going into this versus us playing in our first game.
I was going to ask you about that, because I think sometimes there's a benefit to having somebody comes in here and plays. They've already been on this floor. They've played in this arena. They've got that out of the way.
I think there is an advantage to that. I think that, the thing that we would offset it with is that we've got a team that has a lot of players back that won on this floor last year, not only in the tournament but also against Tennessee. Right. So we sort of recognize the surroundings. But that being said, and you go to the men's side of the tournament last night where you had an upset where FIU upsets Western Kentucky, you take nothing for granted. Yeah. You go look at what Delaware did in the CAA where they got to the championship game as a 12 seed. So you don't overlook anybody right now. And again, as I've said all year long, control your own destiny. Yeah. You want to go to the NCAA tournament. That is the obvious goal. The only path that can be discussed to getting an NCAA bid
to win this championship.
Is to win this tournament.
No doubt about it. You're right. And it's funny, I think about that. I remember the Georgia team that ran the table in the SEC. They played on a Wednesday. They won Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Won them all and played themselves into the tournament. So it can happen. That's why they call it Cinderella.
Well, when you look at the NCAA tournament, for example, one of the criteria is how that team finished up. What did they do over their last 10 games? What did they do over their last 5? Coaches talk about momentum all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And you could have a team that struggled in November, December, January, and you get into February, then all of a sudden your team starts playing better. You're a different animal than you were back November, December,
no
January.
Doubt. Yeah.
So, momentum is a thing, and confidence is a thing, and Kennesaw has got nothing absolutely nothing to lose.
No doubt about that.
So they can lay it all on the line. We have to match that. To be honest with you, we've got to take it to another level as well. I think what's critical is the start of this game. If we go ahead and send a message early that your run is getting ready to be over with, then you can go ahead and send that message and implement that in their heads as well. On the other hand, if Kennesaw starts out really, really well, because here's the thing. You come in, they're 13-17. Trust me, they get off to a great start, they'll forget they were 13-17.
That's right, yeah.
In their eyes, they're 1-0.
Yeah, that's right. And this is a game, in the game in Murfreesboro, Middle got off to a tremendous start, buried them early. It was over. So you would love.
That's my point.
You would love to have that happen today.
That's my point.
No doubt about that. With nearly 200 majors, concentrations for undergrads, and more than 100 graduate programs, Middle Tennessee State University has something for everyone, including more than 50 online degrees. Do you want a high-quality, affordable education? It's not too late to apply. Learn more at MTSU.edu. We'll come back. We'll take a look at the conference tournament and more. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
City Auto Mitsubishi is your hometown dealer for new Mitsubishi models like Outlander, Eclipse Cross, and Mirage. See all the new Mitsubishi models and save today. Remember, City Auto is still your volume used car dealer with a huge selection of quality pre-owned inventory. Win with City Auto's great selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs from more than 35 brands. City Auto, Bridge Avenue off Old Fort Parkway. Go Blue Raiders!
Hey, Blue Raider fans, have you heard about the MTSU branded debit card from Ascend Federal Credit Union? Use your Ascend MTSU debit card in stores and online, or add it to your mobile wallet for the ultimate convenience. Need some cash? Use this card fee-free at thousands of ATMs worldwide. Stop by one of Ascend's 5 Murfreesboro branches or visit ascend.org to learn more. Bank where Blue Raiders belong. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics.
If you're a small business owner, think about everything you need to help your business succeed. You need a plan, happy customers, steady cash flow, and an insurance agent that gets you. I'm State Farm Agent Deb Insel, and I run a small business too. I understand the unique needs of local business owners and will make it easy for you to choose the right protection at the right price. Because one thing you don't need is insurance stress. Call me, Agent Deb Insel, for your small business needs today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes, providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles. TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Well, let's take a look at the teams around the conference, brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites Murfreesboro. Old-fashioned Southern hospitality, contemporary comfort at a great rate, located at 325 North Thompson Lane in Murfreesboro. Liberty a winner earlier, just a few moments ago, over Sam Houston, 78-51. So they advance to the semifinals. Middle Tennessee trying to advance to the semifinals on Friday with a win today. Tomorrow, Louisiana Tech plays New Mexico State. FIU plays WKU. Middle Tennessee, if they win this game, would get the winner of the FIU WKU game on Friday. It's an interesting, kind of concept. You if you're a 1 or a 2, you miss the Tuesday game, you play on Wednesday, you get a bye if you win to Friday, but then you got to play Friday, Saturday back-to-back.
Yeah, and I think the thing that intrigues me more than anything else is with that day of rest, your coaching staff has got to double up because you recognize that if you were to win on Thursday, you're going to play on Friday, you're going to play on Saturday, so you got to be ready.
Yep.
You don't have a lot of practice time, obviously. Now, again, you're going to play somebody that you've played before, but it's a very different dynamic, and it's more of a mental preparation, mental practice than it is anything else.
Yep.
And the other thing that's interesting to me as it chalks out is that we obviously have 2 conference losses, and potentially what's in front of us are going to be both of those teams that
we lost to.
We lost to.
Yep.
So, from a motivational perspective, we played Liberty later in the year, then we played Western Kentucky.
Right.
And obviously had the really tough loss to Liberty. So, I'm a big believer that when you lose that game, all of a sudden motivation shifts to your side.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be in the championship game, and you've got to get there.
Oh, they want to get there. I'm telling you. And I've been around them, and I know you have too. They want that.
Well, they do. I think here's where your maturity and your leadership in your locker room comes into play. You can't even have a passing thought about Liberty.
Right. Yep.
You got to take care of today and beat Kennesaw. Then you've got to zero in on Western Kentucky.
Or whoever. Yep.
Or whoever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which, again, I'm talking chalk.
Right.
And at that stage, okay, now once, we've gotten to that point, then we can zero in on Liberty. But human nature is what it is. And that's why I talk so much about what is being said in the locker room when the coaches walk out. Because if the coaches say all the right things, which they're going to, and the very first thing that comes out of a player's mouth is, man, I want a shot at Liberty.
Yeah.
All right, well, now you're not
as
zeroed in as you need to be, and that's where your leadership and your maturity comes into play.
And you know this team very well, and that's where Jalen and those players come into play.
Yeah, they certainly do, and it has to be part of your culture. It's got to be part of your mindset. The only thing you do is focus on the next one, what's in front of you. And this team has demonstrated a lot of maturity over the course of the season, and I would expect them to do exactly that.
Yeah. We'll take a break here. We'll get a scouting report on Kennesaw State from assistant coach Nina Davis. That's next. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes, providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles. TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Huh, that's a $10 bill.
Finding a $10 bill on the couch is a win.
And another one. And another one. And another
Finding
one.
100 $10 bills? Now that's a multiplier win.
Honey, this couch is like an ATM. Go check the one in the bonus room.
Multiply your win again and again with a Multiplier Instant Games. Play today to multiply your win 10, 20, 50, 100, or even 200 times for the chance at a $1 million top prize. The Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown.
RoscoeBrown.com.
With the game on the line and the shot clock winding down, the Blue Raiders pass the ball to the most proven player on the floor to make the game winner. As the Nashville area's proven John Deere equipment dealer and proud sponsor of Middle Tennessee basketball, Tri-Green Equipment is wide open and ready to make the game-winning play for your property season after season. Stop by in-store today or visit us online at trigreen.com. Go Blue Raiders.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Time now for a scouting report on Kennesaw State. We're joined by assistant coach Nina Davis. It's interesting at this time of year, you've seen them twice. Everybody's seen everybody twice. How do you scout? How do you prepare for a third time?
Honestly, you just more so prepare mentally with a lot of energy, a lot of effort. I think more so at this time, you just remind the girl that it's March and that even though you beat a team twice, it's really hard to beat a team 3 times, Joe. And they remember those 2 times that we beat them, so they're going to come out with a target on their back. They're going to play harder. They're going to make adjustments. So more so for us, it's just reminding ourselves to get back to what we do best, our principles, and know that they're going to give us everything they have.
They have one of the best players in the league in Harden. Talk about Princess Harden and what challenges she presents.
Yeah, she presents a lot of challenges. She's a first-teamer for a reason. She averages a double-double. Once she put the ball on the floor, she's really good. She has a really great mid-range jump shot. So we've been going over with our girls to kind of keep her out of her comfort areas. We want to make her uncomfortable, pressure her, try to push her outside to that three-point line. She don't really like to shoot the three. Right. And most importantly, boxing her out and only giving her one shot opportunity.
She likes to go right a lot, right?
Yeah, like she also likes to go right. That's another one of her main tendencies. So as much as we can, we're going to try to ice her and keep her on the left side. But we know that just like everybody else, she don't want her season to end, so we're going to have our hands full.
Barry's another very good player for them, right?
Yeah, we're going to start Tamia out on her. Barry plays really hard. She's kind of like also the engine for that team. They go as she go. When she has the ball, she's going to duck her head down, and she's trying to get to the rim to the right as well. She's really good in transition, and so she's another person that's at the top of our scout report, and Tamia's going to have her hands full.
You've been through a lot of these, and you get to tournament time. How much of this is about telling your team, let's establish ourselves, make them deal with us, let's not worry about dealing with them?
Personally, I think all of it is that, Joe. Speaking as a coach and from being a player that's played in a lot of March Madnesses, when it comes to March, it's personal. It's not really as much as what other teams are going to do because, as you see, they call it March Madness for a reason, and it's a lot of lower seeds that upset at bigger seeds, and that's because they come in with the mindset that we've beat them before. And so really when it comes to March, it's about focusing on yourself, going out and putting effort and knowing that this could be our last game at any time.
Right. Play well.
Thank you.
This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Looking for the ultimate hangout spot? Head to Cedar Glade Brews. With 12 taps and over 100 bottles and cans, we've got craft beer, seltzer, mead, kombucha, cider, non-alcoholic, and craft soda for everyone. We're family and dog-friendly, featuring food trucks, live music, and trivia nights. Plus, you can book our space for private events inside or on our spacious patio.
Blue Raider fans enjoy a Cedar Glade brew in the Murphy's Center Beer Garden.
Purveyors of foamy goodness, Cedar Glade Brews, where great times and good vibes await.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
The MTSU Alumni Association is proud of its more than 130,000 living alumni who are leading, teaching, entertaining, researching, flying, farming, nursing, and more worldwide. Every Blue Raider accomplishment adds value to your degree. Are you connected to the MTSU National Alumni Association? Visit mtalumni.com to share what you're doing. Update your information and see how you can be involved and informed. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
It's never lost on Window World that your home is your largest physical investment. Window World's integrity can be noticed from your very first moment of contact. The clean, professional installation of premium windows, siding, doors, and more are designed to last while leaving your home looking amazing. Window World and their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. They're America's most trusted remodeler and a proud partner of Middle Tennessee State University Athletics because the difference is integrity and always in the detail.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
Well, today's pregame visit with Coach Rick Ensel brought to you by the Daily News Journal. Read all about Blue Raiders sports in the Daily News Journal. The DNJ is Rutherford County's first source for news, sports, and much more.
Rick, tournament time in college basketball is about as good as it gets, isn't it?
I love it. I love this time of the year. You know, I watch basketball year-round now with the NBA, WNBA, right on down the line, but this is the most exciting part of the year. You get out of your season, you get to start anew, and, you know, you hope you get to play, you know, several games.
Yeah. How is your team going into this? You seem to think they're in pretty good shape right now.
Well, I do think we're in good shape. I thought we got a little bit bored at the end of the season. We didn't play with the same intensity and focus that we did early on. You know, I feel like tournament time will bring that back. Now, you know, we played a good second half Saturday.
Yeah.
Let's hope we can take that on.
You're playing a team you've played twice. That's what you're going to do when you get to the tournament here. How do you go about scouting and preparing for somebody that you've already seen a couple of times?
Joe, we don't do anything different. We kind of look back and see how they've worked things out from the first time to the second time. But right now in the tournament time, everybody's pretty well set.
Yeah. Harden's a very good player for them. Is that your biggest concern?
Well, they've got a couple of good kids in there, and you know, I feel like they kind of play off Harden, and you know, we're going to have to watch them as much as we do Harden, to be honest with you. But Harden is the one that she goes and gets it. I mean, she got 40 against Liberty the other day, and Liberty, it took them a last-second shot to beat them. So we know we got a game today.
Yep, she's a talented player. Who else concerns you from them? I would guess. I think Barry maybe yeah.
Barry's as good she's about as good out there as anybody in the league. She just plays behind Harden and gets overlooked a lot.
Yep. It's always interesting coming in here, Coach. You got to create your own energy, don't you, in this situation?
Well, you kind of see the identity of your team. You know, when we get out there in that first 5 or 6 minutes, I can pretty much tell you what's going to happen.
Yeah. Hopefully good things.
Oh, usually good things, but you always have a surprise.
Good luck today.
Thank you, Joe.
We'll have more in a moment. This is Lady Raider basketball for Van Wagner.
Plan ahead and plan for success. Put Lee Company on your team for all your facility and home maintenance needs. They are proud to be an official partner of the MTSU Blue Raiders and have serviced homes and businesses for 80 years. For the very best heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical services, call Lee Company at 615-867-1000. Visit them at leecompany.com or call 615-867-1000.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
MT Dining is eating made easy. With more than 19 dining locations, you will never run out of variety on campus. Whether it's Chick-fil-A, Subway, or Starbucks, we've got the brands you love right here. Need a quick snack or Scantron? Stop by one of the 5 pods on campus and try out MT Dining's new Farm to Fork experience. Farmers Market, now open, located in the Student Union. Visit mtdining.com for more information or visit our office in the Keithley University Center, room 202.
The MTSU Alumni Association is proud of its more than 130,000 living alumni who are leading, teaching, entertaining, researching, flying, farming, nursing, and more worldwide. Every Blue Raider accomplishment adds value to your degree. Are you connected to the MTSU National Alumni Association? Visit mtalumni.com to share what you're doing. Update your information and see how you can be involved and informed. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
City Auto Mitsubishi is your hometown dealer for new Mitsubishi models like Outlander, Eclipse Cross, and Mirage. See all the new Mitsubishi models and save today. Remember, City Auto is still your volume used car dealer with a huge selection of quality pre-owned inventory. Win with City Auto's great selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs from more than 35 brands. City Auto, Bridge Avenue off Old Fort Parkway. Go Blue Raiders!
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic is proud to be the official medical group of MTSU Athletics. We all win big when we work as a team for better health. Just like MTSU's athletes and coaches, our healthcare professionals work tirelessly to make our community proud. At MMC, we really are true blue. MTSU is our hometown team, and your health is our mission. Visit mmclinic.com or call us at 615-893-4480.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Middle Tennessee getting set to take on Kennesaw State in the Conference USA basketball tournament from Huntsville, Alabama. Our injury report brought to you by the law offices of John Day, Murfreesboro's personal injury law firm, proud sponsor of the Blue Raiders. Tell you what, I've been reluctant to say anything. We have been really, really blessed injury-wise. This team has basically gone through the year unscathed so far.
Well, yeah, and, you don't even really like to even talk about.
That's why I didn't want to go there.
Yeah, I know. Even on my injury report software that we have at Warren County, never look at it.
Nope, don't look at it. You're right. Well, our Ascend Federal Credit Union starting lineups show your MTSU pride with every purchase. Visit an Ascend branch and ask for your MTSU branded debit card. Ascend is the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Ascend is insured by NCUA. It's going to be the same starting 5. Blakely, Boldereva, Gregory, Scott, and Enrique for Coach Rick Insel. Coaching in his 20th year, 487 wins. He is the Conference USA Coach of the Year. Kennesaw State will start Fields, Hooks, Griffin, Berry, and Harden. Harden averaging a double-double. She's going to be one to watch. Stay with us. We'll come back, get it started from Huntsville. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU Athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown.
RoscoeBrown.com.
RJ Young is no longer just your office copier supplier. We are now helping you create the modern office. Our cutting-edge solutions cover security systems, business phones, managed IT, and AV technology for your organization. We've teamed up with world-class partners to save you more through building services, and our U.S.-based specialists are your personal coaches, making sure you always have the highest degree of personalization.
Blue Raider fans, Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, is the place to get your Blue Raider gear. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4. Lightning's Locker Room is just across the street from Floyd Stadium at 1321 Greenland Drive. It has all the MT polos, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and all the other game day gear you'll ever need. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or in Murphy Center on game days. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes, providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles. TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Murphy Center. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member services. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit MTE.com to learn more. And about that scoreboard, well, light it up, Blue Raiders.
It's the golden anniversary of Middle Tennessee women's basketball. Season number 50 of Lady Raider Basketball is presented by Window World of Murfreesboro, the official window and exterior remodeling company of Blue Raider Athletics. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, official team physicians for Blue Raider Athletics. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford, the official hospital partner for MTSU Athletics. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. And by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Now, here's the voice of the Lady Raiders, Shelby Fisher.
Well, they are ready to go here in Huntsville. It's Middle Tennessee and Kennesaw State in the Conference USA basketball tournament. Winner advances to the semifinals, and we are set. They are ready to go, and the ball is about to be in the air. Middle Tennessee wearing white, and the tap is controlled by Kennesaw State, and we are underway. Middle Tennessee will move left to right as you listen, and it will be Kennesaw State with the basketball. In the front court, Kiara Griffin gets it outside to Fields. Fields cut off on a double team, guarded by Blakely. Fields with the basketball out near the center circle now to Carly Hooks, who is a 5'8" graduate student out of Atlanta. And she's going to jack up a three and miss it long, and the long rebound is going to be run down. It's going to go out of bounds. It will go to Middle Tennessee. Not a big team, Kennesaw State. They don't have a lot of size. They have a 6'6" freshman from Senegal who plays on occasion. But for the most part, they're going to go about 6 feet across the board. Middle Tennessee's first offensive possession. Wide open three is no good. And the rebound out of bounds, and it will go to Kennesaw State. It was a great look for Jalen Gregory, just didn't go.
Well, we came off our standard ball screen offense, and for whatever reason, Kennesaw elected to leave Jalen Gregory. Let's hope that that is a plan of action for Kennesaw.
That would be a nice trend, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Kennesaw State with the basketball, front court. It is Hooks, kicks it to the wing. Berry for a three that's offline, no good. Rebound, Blakely for Middle Tennessee.
Kennesaw not a team that gets a lot of productivity from the three-point line.
Cap bounces it inside. Enrique turnaround short, and a rebound out of bounds. It's going to be off Kennesaw State.
Yeah, those are the shots that you got to finish. I mean,
Yeah.
you get a nice pick-and-roll situation, and Enrique short-armed that rather than drop-step and power it up. We got to finish those plays.
Lob into Tamia Scott. Bounce pass to Blakely. Inside through Boulder Raven's hands, and a turnover to Kennesaw State. Nas just couldn't finish with the catch. Up top, a three that is no good. Rebound is going to go out of bounds, and it will be Middle Tennessee's basketball. Kennesaw State is not a good shooting basketball team.
No, they aren't.
In terms of stats.
No, and I mean, what they rely on is a downhill basketball attack where they get to the free throw line quite a bit.
Scott threw it away. Tried to force it into Boulder Raven, turned it over. So back-to-back turnovers by Middle Tennessee. Jumper from 17 feet as an air ball is going to go out of bounds. My goodness. We need to hit a reset button and start over because this first couple of minutes has been terrible.
Both teams playing really tight right now. Not a lot of flow to this one at all.
Gregory to Blakely. Front court Scott. That was a high pass to me. I had to go up and get. Now just get into your offense and see if you can get something started here. Blakely up top, Boulder Raven for a three. Good, nice start.
Finally something to tear a little bit of that tape off the rim. Give us a little bit of a smile.
1,499 points in Naz's career. 3-0 Middle Tennessee. Jumper air ball. Rebound Scott.
2 straight air balls from their leading scorer, Harden.
Blakely leaves it for Tamia. Oh, a nice shot fake. 15-foot jumper. Back rim, no good. Rebound Kennesaw State. Here they come on the break. Down court, stepping into a three is Fields. Good. Kalen Fields at the other end with a three-pointer.
Yeah, Fields doesn't make a lot of threes, but does shoot 31%, and they're going to take that in transition. Again, Kennesaw playing with house money. They have nothing to lose.
Absolutely. We're tied at 3. 6:55 to go in the opening quarter. Enrique back into Boulder Raven. Had it knocked out of her hands and stolen. Nas got to be stronger than that. Just took it out of her hands. Lead pass front court to Barry. Cut off by Blakely nicely. Almost a double dribble. Sends it out to Fields. Middle Tennessee has already turned it over 3 times here in this opening quarter. Penetration by Harden, cut off nicely by Enrique. Blakely trying to send Barry to the basket. Shot thrown up there wildly, no good. Loose ball. Got to go to the floor and get it. Jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Middle Tennessee. You got to get on the deck and go get that ball.
Well, that was as bad a shot as there's ever been. And you've got to finish those plays. You've got to clean those possessions up. And again, I think, not getting the 50-50, not getting the cleanup there sort of speaks to sort of where we've started this game,
Middle
which
Tennessee,
is not where we want to be.
Nope, 1 of 4 from the field. Kennesaw 1 of 7 from the field, but Lady Raiders have already turned it over 3 times, and Tamia Scott has it knocked out of her hands out of bounds.
And see,
you
have
casual.
You have Nas on the previous play that bobbles the ball, has it taken away from her. Tamia just way too casual with the ball there on the catch. I mean, we're not showing a disposition of dominance like we need to.
Enrique at the high post. Gives it to Gregory. Gregory drives right to left. Lost his shoulder high dribble, laid it up. They're going to call her a traveling violation. I'm not sure that was a travel. The dribble was awkward for sure, but I don't think that was a walk. But nonetheless, a turnover.
I would go for a carry, not a walk.
I would agree, and the layup is good for Kennesaw State at the other end, and that's Princess Harden. And a 5-3 Kennesaw State lead.
Yeah, like I said, they're a downhill basketball team. They're going to play off the bounce.
Enrique lobs it inside. Boulder Raven catch, lays it in. If you'll just take care of the basketball and one, there's the foul. If they'll just take care of the basketball, I don't think Kennesaw State has an answer for Nas inside.
They don't, and right now they're guarding her with Griffin, who is only 6 foot. So Nas obviously right out of the gate with a 7 to 8 inch advantage. Keep that on a high to high, get the ball to the high post and look down.
Foul on Hooks, her first, team's first. Boulder Raven's free throw is good. She's got all 6. She is over 1,500 points in her Middle Tennessee career. 6-5 Middle Tennessee lead. Hooks with the basketball at the elbow. Outside, Fields' jumper is short. Rebound to Mia Scott. Leaves it for Blakely. Be nice to just run a good, solid offensive set here. Get a good look. Take care of the basketball. Bounce pass Enrique. Stumbles, hands it back to Blakely. Blakely works it right to left. Bounce pass to Scott. Scott up top to Enrique. She's going to fire that three and banked it in. Oh, my, it's a two. She had a foot on the line. Oh, but the bank was open here in Huntsville. 8-5, Middle Tennessee.
Pretty obvious they're not going to guard her out on the perimeter at all, which we've seen basically the back half of the season.
Absolutely. Griffin, shot put up, a wild shot thrown up to the board, and a foul inside. That's a bailout right there. That's going to be on Jalen Gregory.
But see, that's the second time that we've gotten a horrible shot from Kennesaw State on the first shot, but we haven't cleaned up the possession.
Yeah. 4:34 left in the opening quarter here. Middle Tennessee leads Kennesaw State 8-5 from the Conference USA Tournament in Huntsville. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
This responsible gaming message is brought to you by the Tennessee Lottery. When you play the lottery, it's important to play responsibly. Know your limit and spend only what you can afford. Set a budget and stick to it. And remember, as long as you're having fun, you're always a winner in our book. The Tennessee Lottery is a proud supporter of National Problem Gambling Awareness Month. To learn more about problem gambling resources, visit tnlottery.com.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes. Providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles, TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Murphy Center. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member services. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit MTE.com to learn more. And about that scoreboard, well, light it up, Blue Raiders.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Our first minutes of today's game. First Vision Bank, accomplish your vision for your personal or business finances with First Vision Bank. With dedicated banking professionals, products to fit your goals, advanced financial management tools, your vision is our mission. FVB.bank, FDIC, equal housing lender. Let's take 10 seconds now for a legal station identification. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports. WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Middle Tennessee 8, Kennesaw State 5. And we have 4 minutes and 34 seconds left in the opening quarter here in the Conference USA Tournament. This is the quarterfinals from Huntsville, Alabama. Beautiful arena here, the Von Braun Center. I don't have any idea where my car is. I parked outside somewhere, Kyle. I'll have to walk around the building and try to find it. We'll chase it down, do the best we can.
Yeah, slow start, obviously, for Middle Tennessee in terms of just taking care of the ball.
Well, four early turnovers
right out of the gate. Mm-hmm. And fortunately, Kennesaw has only parlayed that into 2 points. Kennesaw State not shooting the ball well, have taken some really poor shots. They are 2 out of 10 from the floor, 1 out of 5 from the three-point line. But again, you add, there's a dead ball rebound and that offensive rebound.
Right.
So they've gotten 2 extra possessions off of really bad shots.
Hooks at the line, makes one, misses one. Middle Tennessee with a rebound. 8-6 Lady Raider lead. Blakely front court for the Lady Raiders. Moving left to right as you listen. Enrique lobs it inside. Nice pass and a foul. Scott, that was a great pass from Molina at the top of the key, and that's going to be 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, Middle Tennessee running 5 up, and when Alina catches that ball on the right side, Tamia is going to duck in all the way to the rim. It's amazing how many times the defender just falls asleep on that cut. But she did there.
Scott at the line for two. Tamia makes the first. She is 2 points away now from 1,000 in her Middle Tennessee career. Now she is 1 point away as she makes both free throws. 10-6 Middle Tennessee lead. A little bit of zone press right here.
1-2-2.
Saw this very effective in the win most recently against FIU. Jumper is short. Rebound, Boulder-Rava picked it up to Blakely. Cab front court, stops top of the key, keeps the dribble going. 10-6 Lady Raider lead. 4 minutes left first quarter. Handoff to Enrique. Alina with a handoff back to Blakely. Bounce past Gregory left wing. Lob to the high post, Boulder-Rava. Out to Enrique. Wide open three for Alina. Yes!
Alina now 2 for 2 from the three-point line. One a bank. That one caught.
Boy, if that offense starts to kick in, shot no good, rebound Boulder-Rava. I tell you what, if she starts to score, that's a whole different level of this offense.
Just the threat of being able to make that shot is a game changer for our offense.
Enrique, top of the key. Shot clock at 15. Hand off to Blakely. Bounce pass left wing Gregory. Inside Boulder-Rava. Inside out Enrique. Bounce pass Blakely. Cab drives. Scoops. Shot no good. She's fouled. She'll go to the line. Foul is on Kiara Griffin. Tell you what, that's when Cab is at her best. When she drives like that, she creates so much a problem for a defense.
Well, obviously they are going to double team Nas in the low post when she catches that ball, and that is leaving a seam, what I call the pro channel for Cab. When she gets it there, just get downhill.
First by Blakely is good. Had a great second half in our game against FIU. Scored 13 points all in the second half. Misses the second free throw. Tap out deep. It's going to be saved by Kennesaw State. 14-6 Lady Raider lead. 6-0 run over the last minute and change. Harden with a handoff to Berry. Drives right side. Oh, blocked nicely by Scott. That's going to go out of bounds. It will stay with Kennesaw State. We talk about Boulder-Rava obviously leads the country in block shots with 117. Tamia is a darn good shot blocker.
Yeah, very different kind of shot blocker, obviously because of her matchups, where Nas is just basically securing things at the rim. Tamia gets a lot of hers on the perimeter. That's a push-off, not called.
Yep. Jumper is taken. It is no good. Loose ball taken away by Tamia Scott. Hands it to Blakely. Behind the back dribble. Oh, Cab lobs it inside Boulder-Rava. Nas forced it up, wouldn't go. She was really in traffic, didn't have the shot, then lost it out of bounds. It'll go to Kennesaw State.
She really didn't.
Nope.
She didn't catch the ball cleanly, certainly didn't gather herself and have a position of strength there. I'm not too sure that was the right play from Cab. I think Cab should have pitched the ball.
Ball almost turned over. They're going to run it down at midcourt. There, Blakely takes it away. Cab takes it away. Drives to the basket. She's fouled. Oh, they're going to call a traveling violation before the shot. So the turnover by Blakely. That is turnover number 5 on Middle Tennessee. Berry checks out. Morgan Dillard, a 5'10 senior from Sanford, Florida, checks in now for Kennesaw State. 14-6 Middle Tennessee's lead. 2:08 left in the opening quarter of play. Kennesaw State is 2 of 15 from the field. Up top.
Oh, she walked.
Yep, Cullinan definitely walked. That's a turnover. I believe that's their second. And here's Jalen Gregory standing right in front of me here at inbound, and now Savannah Davis is going to check in. As Blakely's going to get a little breather, so they're going to move Jalen to the point. Savannah will move to the 2.
Yeah, Kennesaw 0 for their last 7, 1 out of their last 9. They haven't scored in 2:38. Middle on an 11-1 run over the last 3:39.
Scott goes to Gregory, left wing, down low, Boulder-Rava. She's double-teamed inside out. Enrique, another 3. Why not?
There we go.
Why not? Oh!
There we go.
Look at this day Alina's having.
Game changer.
17-6, Middle Tennessee lead.
Boy, confidence is a wonderful thing.
When you see that first one go in, my goodness.
Even off the glass.
Penetration and a kick outside. Run to the rim, kick to the wing. Shot is short. Rebound, Tamia Scott had it. It's going to go out of bounds, and I believe it's going to go to Middle Tennessee. It's going to be off Kennesaw State. Interesting because Kennesaw State had a couple of good looks, and their players passed them up, Kyle. They didn't want it.
Well, and again, I think you talk about the NOS factor. They had a split right there at the free throw line where the young lady got to the dotted line, but NOS's presence made her kick that ball out.
Gregory off the screen for Boulder-Ava. Back to Nas. She'll try the three. No good. Rebound Kennesaw State. Carly Hooks, the 5'8 graduate student with the ball, racing down court. 15-foot jumper, good.
One thing for sure, you're not going to have to guard Kennesaw State
very long. That's right. Yeah, they want to get the shot up quickly, don't they? 17-8, Lady Raider lead. 35 seconds left in the quarter. Shot clock at 16. Tamia Scott runs to the rim, laid it up, good. Oh, they're going to wave it off.
No.
They're going to call an offensive foul on Tamia. I'm not sure about that.
I don't agree with that one at all.
So wave off the basket. Foul on Tamia, her first. Kennesaw State can play for the final shot of the quarter. I don't understand that one at all.
I don't think there's anywhere close to being correct.
Lily Willis standing in the center circle, dribbling the time away. Shot clock at 10. She works to the left. Comes to Dillard, now back to Willis. Willis, oh, nice guard by Gregory, took it away. Jalen on the breakaway. Jalen with a layup, missed it. And that'll end the quarter. Did everything she could to get there and then just couldn't finish it. But at the end of one, Middle Tennessee 17, Kennesaw State 8. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, have you heard about the MTSU branded debit card from Ascend Federal Credit Union? Use your Ascend MTSU debit card in stores and online or add it to your mobile wallet for the ultimate convenience. Need some cash? Use this card fee-free at thousands of ATMs worldwide. Stop by one of Ascend's 5 Murfreesboro branches or visit ascend.org to learn more. Bank where Blue Raiders belong. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider athletics.
Looking for the ultimate hangout spot? Head to Cedar Glade Brews. With 12 taps and over 100 bottles and cans, we've got craft beer, seltzer, mead, kombucha, cider, non-alcoholic, and craft soda for everyone. We're family and dog friendly, featuring food trucks, live music, and trivia nights. Plus, you can book our space for private events inside or on our spacious patio.
Blue Raider fans enjoy a Cedar Glade brew in the Murphy's Center Beer Garden.
Purveyors of foamy goodness. Cedar Glade Brews, where great times and good vibes await.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Middle Tennessee leads Kennesaw State by a score of 17-8 as we are at the Conference USA quarterfinals in Huntsville, Alabama. Joe Fisher along with Kyle Turnham, as we're glad to have you with us. Atmos Energy, delighted to sponsor the Blue Raiders and fuel homes and business in Middle Tennessee with affordable, efficient, and reliable natural gas for today and generations to come. Natural gas is the smart choice for fueling our energy future. Kyle, you look at this, if Middle just takes care of the basketball, I think they take care of business.
Oh, I don't think there's any question. I think that when you look at that first quarter, if you're looking for a blemish, that's the blemish, was just the turnovers. You know, we've been fortunate in that Kennesaw has not taken our turnovers, which are up to 6, and turn that into points. That being said, when you're shooting almost 50% from the floor, which we are, we're 5 out of 11, it'd be nice to have those 6 possessions back.
Yeah.
And, you know, because at this stage in the game, I mean, we're threatening to, you know, get a little bit of a stretch right now because we've defended at a high level. Kennesaw only shooting 18% from the floor.
Yep, 3
they
of
are
17.
3 out of 17 and 1 out of 7. And when you say 3 out of 17, they have taken some horrific shots.
And Kennesaw State with the basketball in the front court. Dillard works left to right, lost the ball, turned it over. There's another traveling violation. Again, if you're middle and you just stay out of your own way and just take care of business, I think you can kind of methodically take over this game.
Yeah, because to guard them, stay in front of the ball, get all your rotations intact, make them have to make threes, and they're going to have a hard time beating us playing straight up.
Enrique with a great start. She's got the basketball on the perimeter. Now has it underneath. Going to drive up and under. Reverse no good. Rebound Kennesaw State.
Alina rushed herself right there. She had a wide open look at the rim.
Penetration and outside, and that's going to be a charging foul. Great call right there, and that was Jalen Gregory taking the charge.
Well, when you have a team that drives as much as Kennesaw does, and one of the things that they don't do is they don't jump stop. Every pass they throw is going to be a run through. You can take knockdowns on them. Jalen did there.
Harden with the foul, her first, team's first of the quarter. 17-8, Middle Tennessee lead. Quarterfinals of the Conference USA tournament here in Huntsville.
Jalen's got to shoot that shot.
Yeah, she passed it up. Goes to Enrique. Lob into Boldereva. Inside out Blakely. Cab for a three. Yes!
Well, that scouting report that Kennesaw State has been blown up by Enrique and Blakely.
It can go out the window. That's right. Oh, Cab with the basket. Yeah, you're right. They usually don't guard Enrique and Blakely, and that's going to be a problem. Penetration, Berry kicks to Harden for the jumper. That is no good. Rebound tipped outside, and Blakely's going to run it down. Cab one-on-one. Going to go to the house with a bounce pass. That's a foul. Oh, Cab got tackled. She is down on the baseline. That was just a ridiculous tackle on the baseline. And there was no reason for it. The ball went the other way. They're going to take a media timeout. I'm guessing they're going to go look at this. Matt Ensel's going to go. He wants to go and see if Cab's up, and she's walking back this way. That was a scary moment. But I'm telling you, Kyle, the coaches want that video looked at right now.
I understand it because, I mean, when I say got blown up, she got blown
There's no
up.
doubt.
That was a football tackle.
We'll take a break, come back. 8:32 left in the half. 20-8, Middle Tennessee leads. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes. Providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles, TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
How do you create a tradition of leadership? You power it with impressive towing and hauling, sharpen it with smart features like a mobile generator, and dominate the game 48 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, a legacy of excellence. Only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available features. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Raider fans, get ahead of the game with the best home services team in town. For your heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and home improvement needs, Lee Company is the team to call. 615-867-1000 or leecompany.com. Kyle, I think they took a look at the video, but I don't think anything's going to come of it.
Well, they certainly haven't reported over the PA system that anything has been done, and they haven't let anybody over on the media side know that anything has taken place. So
it was a very aggressive foul called on Lily Willis on Blakely. Blakely was driving. Kyle made the pass, kicked from the wing, and then, for lack of a better phrase, got tackled on the baseline.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah. But thank goodness she is okay, and she's back out there. I don't think anything is coming to this.
I mean, I said before we went to the break, when I used the term blown up, she got blown up.
Middle Tennessee with the basketball after the timeout. Gregory works it. Top of the key, comes near side Enrique. Alina, high post, Boulder-Rava back out to Gregory. Jalen off the screen by Nas. Bounce pass to Scott. Shot clock at 10. Tamia drives, cut off. Jalen, long three by Jalen, no good. Rebound out of bounds. I think that's off Kennesaw State, but I don't think the ball hit the rim, so it's going to be 3.6 on the shot clock.
Yeah, Jalen was way off on that shot.
3.6 on the shot clock. There's the lob into Tamia. Got to go, and she's fouled on a block. That's going to be on Barry. That's her first, team's third of the quarter. That resets the shot clock at 20. Barry comes out. Dillard back in, the 5'10 senior from Sanford, Florida. Tamia looking to get it in, finds Gregory. Jalen for three, back rim no good. Rebound Kennesaw State. Loose ball run down by Gregory and gets it to Blakely. Good hustle by Jalen. Blakely to Enrique. Alina. Oh, it's a short rebound, Kennesaw State. Maybe feeling it a little bit there. Back outside for a three. That's no good. Rebound, Gregory from Middle Tennessee.
Like I said, you're not going to have to guard them long.
Nope. They don't want to run a very detailed offense, do they? Blakely to Enrique. Alina to Blakely. Cab on the baseline. Sends it back out top to Gregory. Jalen leaves it for Enrique. Shot clock at 10. Bounce pass to Blakely. Shot clock at 7. Cab, shot clock at 5. Off the screen, 16-footer, in and out, no good. Rebound Kennesaw State. And jump ball, possession arrow to Middle Tennessee. How about Enrique going and getting that?
Heck of an effort by Alina there. Came out of her zone, obviously, to come probably about 8 to 10 feet away from where she was to even tie that ball up. Heck of an effort.
That's stealing a possession right there. Fields checks out. Lily Willis back in. Lob in to Tamia Scott. Tamia stumbles. Underhands it Blakely. High post Boulder-Rava. Works to the lane. Turn around by Nas is good.
Unstoppable. Absolutely unstoppable. There is nothing Kennesaw can do about that.
She's over 1,500 points now in her Middle Tennessee career. She's got 8. 22-8 Middle Tennessee lead. Jumper by Dillard is an air ball. That was a terrible shot. Rebound Blakely. Again, Kennesaw State, Blakely lobs it. Boulder-Rava puts it up, missed it. Loose ball, got it back, puts it up again, good. Timeout taken by Kennesaw State. They just don't have an answer for Nas inside.
No, they don't. And, you know, she's in a passing lane that Kennesaw State just can't get in. Middle Tennessee, I think, is doing a very effective job of looking and establishing Nas as well. And I think that's something that we don't always do.
No, you're right. Yep, 10 for Boulder-Rava. And the lead now 24-8 in favor of Middle Tennessee with 6:41 left in this first half. This is the quarterfinal. We advance with a win to the semifinals to take on the winner of the FIU WKU game. That is tomorrow. We will get the winner of that one on Friday in the semifinals if we are able to advance here today.
And thinking about Nas, obviously being the great defensive player that she is, I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up something. Jalen Gregory not being on the all-defensive team for Conference USA is an absolute travesty.
It's an absolute joke. You're absolutely right. Nas Defensive Player of the Year, understand it totally. Leads the country in blocks. three from straight away, in and out, no good. Rebound Blakely for Middle Tennessee.
Jalen Gregory has the toughest matchup in every game. For her not to be on it is a travesty.
Scott for three, short. Rebound Kennesaw State. Lily Willis. Yeah, Boulder Rava, Gregory, Scott all make first team, all deserving. Boulder Rava Defensive Player of the Year, certainly deserving. Jumper is no good. Rebound Jalen Gregory. But you're right, for Jalen not to be on the all-defensive team. If you asked any coach in this conference about that, they would tell you right up front, Jalen is tremendous. There's inside Boulder Rava, basket and one.
Well, to illustrate a point, Player of the Year. Who holds the Player of the Year to single digits?
Right.
Jalen Gregory.
Right.
End of story.
Yep. Boulder Rava at the line to complete the three-point play. The foul was on Griffin. Her second. Misses the free throw. Rebound Kennesaw State. No, you're right. Jalen almost always draws the best offensive player on the other team. Top of the key, Cullinan. Back outside to Hooks. Hooks works off the screen, comes near side. Now baseline drive by Dillard, shot up no good. Rebound Enrique.
Got a change by Noss there.
Ball was kicked by Blakely, but she was able to hang on to it.
Yeah, not a very good outlet pass from Enrique there. Cab doing a good job just to keep possession of the ball.
Scott, entry pass Boulder Rava. She's off the block, back to Enrique, goes right back into Nas, and it's stripped out of bounds. It's going to be off Boulder Rava, out of bounds.
Well, I don't feel great about the entry pass there because the entry pass led Nos under the backboard and didn't give Nos a lot of options. Nos tried to get to the other side of the floor, and help was there.
Kennesaw State front court. Fields to Willis. Willis with a big knee brace on the right knee. Lily Willis. Ball batted away by Blakely. Right over here by us, out of bounds. I had it. If it was just a little higher, I had it.
You were there.
I was right there.
You were there.
I'd have shot it, too.
Well, you might have got the same results Kennesaw has a couple of times, too.
That's cold. Come on now.
I'm just talking about from here.
Yeah. Harden with an air ball right on cue, and the rebound of Boulder Rava. I could have done that.
Like I said.
to Blakely. And Cav's going to slow things down and settle it down. 4:25 to go in the half. Middle Tennessee in command, 26-8. Tamia with a step through in the lay-in good.
What a great rip on the catch that got Tamia wide open at the rim, and then, like you said, the step through, the slice to avoid the charge that she got called for last time. That's a big-time play.
And that puts Tamia over 1,000 points in her Middle Tennessee career, and a traveling violation on Kennesaw State.
And the reason that was a traveling violation was because Jalen Gregory did a phenomenal job of being in the perfect position, and when Kennesaw tried to slice that rotation, picked up the walk.
How cool is it today? We have Tamia go over 1,000 in her career today. We have Anastasia Boulder Rava go over 1,500 in her career today. They have both accomplished that early on. Gregory, bounce pass to the corner to Tamia Scott. Pull up 15-foot jumper, good.
I love that play from Tamia. Timeout, Kennesaw.
Tamia was 6, Middle Tennessee running away. 30-8. Lady Raider lead.
I just love Tamia's ability to put that ball on the floor and then jump, stop, and elevate.
That's the new element because we knew she could shoot the three. We knew she could slice to the rim. But that pull-up jumper is a whole different thing.
That's a game changer because, that means you can't stop her basically from about 22 feet in.
She's got 6.
And again, it speaks to, because Tamia obviously is going to see that when she starts driving the ball, everybody collects at the rim, waiting for her to get there. So now she just pulls up before she gets to that point. And again, I love her elevation. Now, speaking as a girls basketball coach, not all girls elevate when they shoot the shot.
That's right. Middle Tennessee, 11 of 24 from the field. Kennesaw State, 3 of 24 from the field. So combination of credit to Middle Tennessee defense, and this is not a very good offense. And that jumper's no good. Rebound Enrique for Middle Tennessee. You put that combination together, that's why you have a 22-point lead. Scott out to Blakely. This is the #1 defense in the nation. Middle Tennessee holding opponents to 32.4% from the field for the season. Boldareva inside out Enrique, right back into Nas. Nas has it stripped away. She put it on the deck and turned it over. Lead pass front court. Pull-up jumper from 6 is no good. Rebound Gregory, and she's fouled on a shove by Dillard from behind. Again, Kennesaw State, they're just not a very good offensive team. They just don't shoot the ball very well. You look at their stats, 39% from the field as a team. They shoot 25% from 3. They're just not a very good offensive team.
No, and when you go back and take this stat into consideration as well, I mean, they average less points than the Lady Raiders do, but they also get 3 more shots a game, which tells you that they're getting more shots and hitting less. They just don't really have a good enough place to go offensively to get points.
Well, Harden's about their only star. She's averaging a double-double, 15 points, 10 rebounds a game. She's got 2 points so far.
Yeah.
Gregory makes both free throws.
And you wouldn't know that by watching this game at all.
They haven't given her a chance, as a matter of fact. She's got the basketball right now, top of the key, guarded by Enrique. Works it left to right. Kicks it to the wing. Ball batted away by Blakely out of bounds. I'm telling you, I always wonder, Kyle, when you come into a game like this, higher seeded team, you get the bye and all that, you wonder if a team's going to be dialed in or not. Well, the first couple of minutes were a little rugged, but after that, they settled in.
Yeah, and that's where I think the advantage goes initially to Kennesaw, and the fact that they have played. We looked like we were shaking a little bit of the rust off, but when we got rid of that rust, it was gone. A really, really good performance. Kennesaw right now shooting 12% from the floor.
Lob to the top to Harden. Penetrates, stolen by Blakely. Loose ball, nice save by Gregory.
Great help by
Cab. Got the hands on it. Cab works it right to left. She's going to bring it back out and set the offense. That's a really solid move. Didn't have it, pulled back out and set the offense. Gregory on the wing. Jalen off the screen by Enrique. Bounce pass to Scott. To Boldareva. Spins left, makes it up and in.
Again, unstoppable play. Just get the ball to Nas. Nas reads there is no double team. Turn and shoot.
14 for Boldareva. 34-8. Middle Tennessee in front, 1:53 left in the half. A tremendous first half defensively by Middle Tennessee. That's a travel, yep.
And again, she doesn't get credit for it. That's Boldareva.
Yep. Yeah, we talk about it. They have a stat for the blocks. They don't have a stat for the
bothers,
alterations or bothers or whatever you want to call it. Blakely going to take a seat. Savannah Davis back in. The shirt that the Lady Raiders are wearing, I got one as a matter of fact as well. It says nothing easy.
That's the Nike shirt.
Yep.
That's the Nike shirt for NCAA.
Scott off the glass, no good, and I believe a foul on Kennesaw State.
Yeah, Nike very intelligently figured out that if you put together a promotional shirt every year, people will actually buy that thing as opposed to giving it to the teams.
Yeah.
And then don't make it available to the public. Well, they've done that. Well, now Under Armour does it, Adidas does it as well. They've all got their slogans.
Boldareva at the line for 2 shots. Nas with 14 points here in the first half, and she makes the first.
Matter of fact, I packed the Always Reppin' shirt for this.
Did you really?
I did. Always Reppin'.
Always reppin'. Nas rattles the second one in. 16 in the first half for Boldareva.
Apostrophe included.
At the end of it, the reppin' with apostrophe at the end.
That's right.
There you go.
No G.
36-8, Middle Tennessee lead. Lob inside, turnaround jumper, another air ball. Wow. Rebound Savannah Davis.
I bet they've shot 10 air balls.
At least. Gregory to Scott. Scott lobs to Boldareva. Off the block, sends it to the corner to Gregory. Goes right back into Nas. Spins left, can't shoot. Back to Gregory. Quick pass to Scott. To Mia to Enrique. Alina penetrates in the lane, one-hander, good, and she was fouled. She's had a terrific first half.
She really has. Again, watching that first shot go down has been a game changer for her.
38-8. Foul is on Harden. That's her second.
Alina now 10 points, 4 for 7 from the floor, 2 out of 3 from the three-point line. That first shot was actually a 2.
Yeah, it was. She makes the free throw. She's got 11. I tell you what, Kyle, you talked about it too. When you see that first one go in, it just changes everything.
Yeah,
and Enrique going to get a break right now, and a big hand, super crowd of Lady Raider fans on hand here in the arena.
That will continue to get
and
larger.
And it will grow. Yes, it will. 45 seconds left in the half. What a first half by Middle Tennessee.
I just think their defense has been so on point. It's been unbelievable. Their rotations have been absolutely fantastic.
Kennesaw State getting nothing done. Ball lost, almost turned over. That's got to be a walk. It's blocked by Boldareva. Taken away by Gregory. Lead pass to Scott Tamia. Off her shoulder, laid it up and in. Oh, the ball was on her shoulder. She found it and laid it in.
Yeah, Tamia broke out. Jalen Gregory saw her, but their pass was a little behind. Tamia still reeled it in and finished it up.
10 seconds left in the half. Fields with the dribble, guarded by Savannah Davis. Jacks up the three, no good. That'll end the half. About as good a half as you could hope for from a Middle Tennessee team that wants to stay in Huntsville for a few days.
I don't think there's any question about it. Defensively, we have been absolutely unbelievable in this half.
Kennesaw State, 3 of 29 from the field.
10% from the floor. I mean, I don't care who you're playing. That's big time.
Halftime here from Huntsville from the Conference USA Tournament. Middle Tennessee dominating Kennesaw State 41-8. Stay with us. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
MT Dining is eating made easy. With more than 19 dining locations, you will never run out of variety on campus. Whether it's Chick-fil-A, Subway, or Starbucks, we've got the brands you love right here. Need a quick snack or Scantron? Stop by one of the 5 pods on campus and try out MT Dining's new Farm to Fork experience. Farmers Market, now open, located in the Student Union. Visit mtdining.com for more information or visit our office in the Keithley University Center, room 202.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown.
RoscoeBrown.com.
Huh. That's a $10 bill.
Finding a $10 bill on the couch is a win.
And another one. And another one. And another
Finding
one.
100 $10 bills? Now that's a multiplier win.
Honey, this couch is like an ATM. Go check the one in the bonus room.
Multiply your win again and again with a Multiplier Instant Games. Play today to multiply your win 10, 20, 50, 100, or even 200 times for the chance at a $1 million top prize. The Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Blue Raider fans, Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, is the place to get your Blue Raider gear. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4. Lightning's Locker Room is just across the street from Floyd Stadium at 1321 Greenland Drive. It has all the MT polos, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and all the other game day gear you'll ever need. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or in Murphy Center on game days. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers.
With the game on the line and the shot clock winding down, the Blue Raiders pass the ball to the most proven player on the floor to make the game winner. As the Nashville area's proven John Deere equipment dealer and proud sponsor of Middle Tennessee basketball, Tri-Green Equipment is wide open and ready to make the game-winning play for your property season after season. Stop by in-store today or visit us online at trigreen.com. Go Blue Raiders.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
Halftime from Huntsville, Alabama. Middle Tennessee in total control over Kennesaw State, 41-8. Kyle Turnham, Kennesaw State did not score in the second quarter.
I'm not surprised. And to be watching it pales in comparison to being able to describe just how good our execution was. When you talk about execution, people think about the offensive side of things, but you also have defensive execution. And we had so many fantastic rotations, so many fly switches, so many help the helpers situations. I mean, we were just absolutely fantastic in that second quarter.
It's fun to see that when you and you wonder, and we talked about this, here you are, number 2 seed, the regular conference, you share the conference championship with Liberty. You get a bye on Tuesday, you roll in, you're going to play a 7 or a 10. You're playing a 7 seed who you've beaten pretty handily twice, and you wonder if you're going to be dialed in and ready to play. And after the first couple of minutes, as you said, where they kind of shook the rust off, if you will, from that point on, it was an absolutely, totally dominating performance.
Yeah, and I think it obviously started, Kennesaw just hasn't had any rhythm, any ease at all offensively. And, we made the comment, I bet they've shot at least 10 air balls.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt, yep.
And, Middle Tennessee has turned some of that into transition, but you saw that shot from Alina Enrique be the first shot that went down. It was off the glass from the top of the key, and it sort of gave us a sigh of relief, if you will, almost a humorous moment in a way.
Yep.
But it loosened us up, and from that point forward, we've been executing at a much higher level offensively, because prior to that shot going down, a lot of turnovers, 6 to begin with, a lot of bobbled passes, just being really casual with the ball. And that seemed to get us centered after that.
Well, it certainly worked, because after that it was on fire. And you look, and we'll talk about stats here in just a moment, but Middle Tennessee shoots 50% from the field in the first half, and they hold the opponent to 3 for 29 from the field in the first half. So now the challenge, this game is settled. So now the challenge is just keeping your focus, not letting it drift, not getting sloppy here as we go down the stretch to head toward the semifinals. Dr. Davis Spivey and Murfreesboro Oral Surgery and Implant Center, proud supporters of Blue Raider athletics. For over 25 years, Dr. Spivey has provided the best oral surgical care possible to our community. We'll take a break. We'll go through those first half stats in just a moment. Middle Tennessee in command, 41-8. This is the Conference USA Tournament, and this is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic is proud to be the official medical group of MTSU Athletics. We all win big when we work as a team for better health. Just like MTSU's athletes and coaches, our healthcare professionals work tirelessly to make our community proud. At MMC, we really are true blue. MTSU is our hometown team, and your health is our mission. Visit mmclinic.com or call us at 615-893-4480.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, have you heard about the MTSU branded debit card from Ascend Federal Credit Union? Use your Ascend MTSU debit card in stores and online, or add it to your mobile wallet for the ultimate convenience. Need some cash? Use this card fee-free at thousands of ATMs worldwide. Stop by one of Ascend's 5 Murfreesboro branches or visit ascend.org to learn more. Bank where Blue Raiders belong. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider athletics.
City Auto Mitsubishi is your hometown dealer for new Mitsubishi models like Outlander, Eclipse Cross, and Mirage. See all the new Mitsubishi models and save today. Remember, City Auto is still your volume used car dealer with a huge selection of quality pre-owned inventory. Win with City Auto's great selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs from more than 35 brands. City Auto, Bridge Avenue off Old Fort Parkway. Go Blue Raiders!
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Plan ahead and plan for success. Put Lee Company on your team for all your facility and home maintenance needs. They are proud to be an official partner of the MTSU Blue Raiders and have serviced homes and businesses for 80 years. For the very best heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical services, call Lee Company at 615-867-1000. Visit them at leecompany.com or call 615-867-1000.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic and Surgery Center, the official medical group of MTSU Athletics, proudly keeping Murfreesboro healthy since 1949. Middle Tennessee pretty darn healthy right now. Leading 41-8 over Kennesaw State as we are at halftime in Conference USA, the quarterfinals here from Huntsville, Alabama. Middle Tennessee in the first half, 14 of 28 from the field, 50%, 4 of 10 from three-point range, 9 of 11 from the free throw line. Kennesaw State, 3 of 29 from the field in the first half, 1 of 11 from 3, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. They did not score a point in the second quarter. Middle Tennessee held them scoreless in quarter number 2. Rebounding 29-13 in favor of Middle Tennessee. MTSU 9 assists, 8 turnovers, 3 steals, 3 blocks. Kennesaw State 1 assist, 8 turnovers, 4 steals, and no blocks. Points from turnovers, 12-4 in favor of Middle Tennessee. Points in the paint, 16-4 in favor of the Lady Raiders. Of course, Boulder Rava with 16 points and 6 rebounds in the first half. And it's just one of those, Kyle Turnham, in this situation, Kennesaw State is just outclassed. They don't have the talent level to deal with what Middle Tennessee has right now.
Well, and I want to throw some numbers out to sort of illustrate this first half. I mean, 8 is obviously what it is, and 10% is obviously what it is. Keep in mind that this same Kennesaw State team scored 47 against us there and scored 43 against us at our place. So it shows you that they're not incredibly inept. I mean, it's not like Middle is playing
junior pro team
by any stretch. But it does speak to how good defensively Middle Tennessee has been. That, you know, not only does Kennesaw not score in the second, 0 for 12 from the floor, 0 for 4, but we also didn't allow them to shoot a free throw. And that means that we are executing at the highest level, that not only are we good defensively, but we have not fouled them. We've not, gotten sloppy, if you will. And I think, I mean, my focus is obviously on that end of the floor because Kennesaw State has just found nothing.
You're right. Second half's coming up. Stay with us. Middle Tennessee leading 41-8. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
RJ Young is no longer just your office copier supplier. We are now helping you create the modern office. Our cutting-edge solutions cover security systems, business phones, managed IT, and AV technology for your organization. We've teamed up with world-class partners to save you more through building services, and our U.S.-based specialists are your personal coaches, making sure you always have the highest degree of personalization.
The MTSU Alumni Association is proud of its more than 130,000 living alumni who are leading, teaching, entertaining, researching, flying, farming, nursing, and more worldwide. Every Blue Raider accomplishment adds value to your degree. Are you connected to the MTSU National Alumni Association? Visit mtalumni.com to share what you're doing. Update your information and see how you can be involved and informed. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
It's never lost on Window World that your home is your largest physical investment. Window World's integrity can be noticed from your very first moment of contact. The clean, professional installation of premium windows, siding, doors, and more are designed to last while leaving your home looking amazing. Window World and their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. They're America's most trusted remodeler and a proud partner of Middle Tennessee State University Athletics, because the difference is integrity and always in the detail.
How do you create a tradition of leadership? You power it with impressive towing and hauling, sharpen it with smart features like a mobile generator, and dominate the game 48 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, a legacy of excellence, only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available features. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
Your pet is more than just a pet. They're your family's fearless protector, your fetching athlete, and your crumbs on the floor detector. The warm, snuggly heartbeat at your feet. Hello, I'm State Farm Agent Deb Insel, and I understand why your pet means so much to you. Did you know that State Farm and Trupanion have teamed up to give your furry family members the protection they deserve? Pet medical insurance. It's another way State Farm is here to help life go right for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The golden anniversary of Lady Raider basketball continues in just moments with the second half of today's game. Let's get back to the game with the voice of the Lady Raiders, Joe Fisher.
Second half of the Conference USA tournament in Huntsville. It starts with a turnover by Kennesaw State. Middle Tennessee in total control, leading 41-8. Boulder Rava in the lane, bank shot no good. Loose ball, Enrique tried to run it down and did. Picked up by Blakely. Cab with a layup, no good. And the rebound, Kennesaw State. Boy, Lena, great hustle to get that ball in the corner. 41-8, Middle Tennessee with the lead. 9 turnovers by Kennesaw State, 8 by Middle Tennessee. Jumper, that's good. From the baseline, that's Princess Harden. Boy, you got to wonder, Kyle, she's averaging 15 a game. She's got 4. I got to believe she's going to be looking for her shots here down the stretch. Boulder Rava to Blakely. 41-10. Middle Tennessee held Kennesaw State scoreless in the second quarter. Tamia Scott runs to the rim, laid it up and in.
Tamia's finishing game off that ball screen just continues to evolve.
And she can shoot with either hand, Kyle. She can drive, and she was driving to the rim, and then she changed and went with the right hand, but she can finish with the left as well. She's got 10, 43-10, Middle Tennessee. Shot rejected by Scott. Loose ball, tie-up, and possession arrow will give it to Middle Tennessee. That was Tamia Scott defensively. And here's Savannah Davis. I was going to ask you this, Kyle, and you've been in this situation as a coach. If you're Rick Insel, how long do you go with your starters, or when do you start to filter in some of your bench people?
I want to keep the starters on the floor for at least 15 minutes of the 20. in the second half.
Really?
Yep. I mean, I think continuity, chemistry, flow, all of that is really critical.
Scott with the basketball, cut off at the free throw line, backs up top of the key, still with the dribble. Hands it back to Blakely. Cab back to Tamia.
Yeah, so you're talking about the entire third quarter and then breaking in at part of the fourth quarter. Now, the caveat there is
Blakely's jumper no good. Rebound, Harden.
I would sprinkle Jada Harrison in potentially to get some minutes with the other starters at the point, just from a standpoint with Cab's status being what it is, and we just saw Cab get blown up in the first half there.
Yep.
You want to have, obviously, 2 point guards ready to go for the remainder of the tournament if something unfortunate was to happen to Cab.
Foul on Savannah Davis down court, so we're going to have free throws coming. What are they checking now, Kyle? I'm trying to be able to. I didn't see anything flagrant in that foul at all, but they're at the scorer's table. Carly Hooks at the free throw line.
Well, they're having a difficult time. I mean, we've already had to stop the game once because the clock was not functioning properly. So I don't know if they're shaving time or adding time to the clock.
Hooks at the line, misses the first free throw. 71% free throw shooter on the season. And she missed them both. Our fans are chanting for a Frosty. I don't know if it applies, but they're chanting for it.
Clark Insel has a Frosty sign.
Scott with the basketball to Blakely. Inside Boulder Rava, turnaround off the glass, good. That's just automatic. She's got 18. 23 career double-doubles, over 1,500 points in her career. Went over that mark today. Took care of that early. 45-10, Middle Tennessee with the lead. About to advance to the semifinals. Nice backdoor cut there, passed up the shot. The three is no good. Offensive rebound rejected by Boulder Rava. Lead pass stolen away. Kennesaw State coming the other way. Foul on Savannah Davis. Nice block shot sometimes, Kyle, and she doesn't even jump. I mean, it's just like she almost takes them out of the hands of the opponent.
And I don't know how she does this at 6'8", but sometimes she comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. Enrique in now for Savannah Davis. Savannah getting a little bit of a conversation from Coach Rick Insel.
And, you know, I communicate all the time about simulation. And NOS is just impossible to simulate in a practice.
Yeah. Dillard makes the free throw, her first point.
You think you've got space, you think you got time, and all of a sudden in a game, NOS shows up. Bam.
45-11, Middle Tennessee with the lead. Scott almost stripped. Gregory has it taken away. Loose ball taken away by Kennesaw State. A little casual with the basketball there, and Kennesaw State physically just kind of took it away. So Lily Willis, the junior from Chandler, Arizona, with the bounce pass. What's a running start by Hooks. Back up top to Harden. Harden back to Willis. Willis chased everywhere by Blakely. Long three, good. That's good by Kiara Griffin. Her first points. So 45-14, Middle Tennessee lead. Enrique inside Boulder Rava had it stripped, got it back. Nas puts it up, missed it. Loose ball tapped out deep, taken by Kennesaw State. 1-on-2. Kicking to the perimeter. A three, that's good by Lelia Willis. Well, the first offensive run that Kennesaw State has had in this game.
Kennesaw State has gone zone here.
45-17, Middle Tennessee.
I like this for Middle Tennessee. Gives them a chance to run some offense against zone.
Boulder Rava lays it in, good, and she was fouled inside by Willis. They knew exactly where they wanted to go once they saw that zone, didn't they?
Well, especially when you're going to run that zone, you're basically running what looked like a 1-3-1 zone. When the ball got to the wing, they were fronting in the low post, and that's just a no-brainer.
Boulder Raven with 21 as she makes the free throw. 21 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. And the lead now 48-17 in favor of the Lady Raiders. Long three from straight away is good by Griffin.
Kennesaw has found their three game.
Found some offense. Yeah, they've got 3 3-pointers in this quarter. 48-20. Skip past Gregory. Jalen going to try to answer with a 3. Missed it long. Rebound to the Owls. Kennesaw State racing down court. And the runner in the lane is no good. Loose ball. Blakely takes it away from Middle Tennessee. And she is flying down court. Finds Tamia Scott. Open 3. Yes.
Yeah, if you're a wing, just run the floor. Cab is going to bring it up in a hurry, and if you get where you're supposed to go, she's going to find you.
She is so good. That ball was kind of just skittering around on the floor, and she didn't have total control, but was able to find control. And there's another 3 by Griffin. She's got 3 3-pointers.
Well, I don't know what they talked about at halftime, but
Tamia to the basket, missed the layup. Rebound out of bounds. It'll go to Kennesaw State. Well, there's another side of this, too, as we're going to have time out on the court. When the game is already decided, it's a little easier. There's no real stress, in that regard.
I agree with that.
But anyway, 51-23. Middle Tennessee with a lead. 4:20 left in the third quarter. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
MT Dining is eating made easy. With more than 19 dining locations, you will never run out of variety on campus. Whether it's Chick-fil-A, Subway, or Starbucks, we've got the brands you love right here. Need a quick snack or Scantron? Stop by one of the 5 pods on campus and try out MT Dining's new Farm to Fork experience. Farmers Market, now open, located in the Student Union. Visit mtdining.com for more information or visit our office in the Keithley University Center, room 202.
Blue Raider fans, Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, is the place to get your Blue Raider gear. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4. Lightning's Locker Room is just across the street from Floyd Stadium at 1321 Greenland Drive. It has all the MT polos, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and all the other game day gear you'll ever need. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or in Murphy Center on game days. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic is proud to be the official medical group of MTSU Athletics. We all win big when we work as a team for better health. Just like MTSU's athletes and coaches, our healthcare professionals work tirelessly to make our community proud. At MMC, we really are true blue. MTSU is our hometown team, and your health is our mission. Visit mmclinic.com or call us at 615-893-4480.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
4:20 left in the third quarter here from Huntsville, Alabama. Conference USA quarterfinals. Middle Tennessee in control, leading Kennesaw State 51-23. 10 seconds now for station identification. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports. WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
And our second half presented by Grannis & Associates, certified public accountants specializing in business and personal accounting and tax services. Grannis & Associates, 615-895-1040 and online at www.gcpas.com. Middle Tennessee led 41-8 at the half. To Kennesaw State's credit, 15 points in the third quarter. They've, for them, an offensive awakening, if you will, but going to be far too little, too late. Middle Tennessee looking to advance to the semifinals on Friday. Well, they will face the winner of FIU and WKU. They play each other tomorrow here in Huntsville.
You got to give credit where credit's due. I mean, Kennesaw State did not come out and quit.
Yep.
And for a team that went 1 out of 11 from the three-point line in the first half, they went 4 out of 5 to begin the third quarter.
And they have the basketball in the front court with a handoff. Coming near side, Harden kicks it to the corner. That's Griffin who wedges it between the flange and the backboard. And Nas tried to take a swipe at it, didn't quite get it, and she said that's it. So it's going to go back to Kennesaw State. It goes to possession arrow, right? So that goes to Kennesaw State. So they'll get the basketball back. Harden with a handoff.
You know what they call that, don't you?
What?
That's a wedgie.
That's a wedgie. Yeah, it didn't move. It jammed in there pretty quickly. Harden throws one up off the glass, no good. Nice offensive rebound, shot blocked by Bouldereva, and the rebound to Tamia Scott. Scott front court hands it off to Blakely. 3:40 left in this third quarter. Middle Tennessee leading 51-23. Scott drives, kicks. Blakely inside Bouldereva. Nas to the lane. Pivots, turns, jumper, no. Enrique with a tip, rebound to Kennesaw State. That's a little bit out of her comfort zone, I believe. Maybe a step or two farther away. Outside, another three by Willis. Back rim, no good. Rebound, Bouldereva.
I think as much as anything else, it was a shot that she settled on.
Blakely, front court. They'll set again. The starters are still in, leading 51-23. Kyle talked about that. Want to keep the continuity going here for a little while before maybe you go to the bench. Lob inside, Bouldereva with a lay-in. Nice pass.
Yeah, get that ball to the top of the key in the high-low because Kennesaw is fronting in the low post, trying to keep the ball out of Nas's hands. Understand that, but so it's almost like pick your poison.
Gregory almost with a steal. Bouldereva now with 23. 53-23, Lady Raider lead. 2:30 left in the third quarter. Outside to Willis. Willis to the baseline. Harden's jumper no good. Rebound Blakely.
Cab got banged up on that play, came up limping. Now she's got the ball right now, you can't tell.
Nope.
But again, that illustrates the point that I made a while ago. And Jada Harrison is at the scores table.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And you thought it'd be a really good idea to get her in and let her play with the starters.
Yes.
And so I think that's what's going to happen. Cab holding the basketball. Works off the screen from Bouldereva. Runs to the rim. Scoops with the right hand. No good. Rebound, Kennesaw State's Harden. 1:53 left in the third.
Cab's laboring going back down the floor.
Yeah, I see Rick Ensel patrolling over there. He's probably considering calling a timeout. Shot is good by Harden. Off the glass. She's got 6. Cab looking to the sideline. Gets it to Gregory. I think she's going to let her run the point right now. Tamia Scott from the corner for a 3 that's no good. Enrique offensive rebound. Out to Gregory. Jalen for 3, yes.
Extra possession, and again, you see what she has done the entire game. It's hard to believe Alina only being credited with six rebounds at this point because she has been everywhere.
Jalen with a three-pointer, 334 career three-pointers now for Jalen, the all-time leader in Middle Tennessee history. And a steal by Blakely. And Cab coming the other way, going to lay it up, and she's has it knocked out of bounds. Nice play defensively by Carly Hooks to get that one and knock it away. And now Jada Harrison will check in, the redshirt freshman from Martin, Tennessee, replacing Blakely.
Well, I don't know if you could hear it over the air, but I was grimacing as I was watching this one-on-one situation developing.
Gregory, 3 good.
That was as pure and as quick of a shot as you'll ever see.
And right in front of us. She dialed it up and pulled the trigger immediately. 59-25, Lady Raider lead. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Long 3 at the other end is good.
Wow.
That's Griffin. She's got 4 3-pointers in this quarter. On a 9-point average, transfer from Jacksonville State, Kiara Griffin. 59-28. Scott to Gregory. Game clock at 8. Shot clock is off. Harrison lobs inside. Bouldereva off the glass, good.
Nice touch pass.
Yep. And that'll end the quarter. Nas with 25. Be interesting now, Kyle, to see how long he leaves the starters in with Jada Harrison, and then when will he go to the bench to bring in the others to finish this thing off?
Yeah, and that's just one of those things that you just go with feel.
Yep.
No more, no less.
Middle Tennessee in command, 61-28. 1 quarter to go here from the quarterfinals in Conference USA. We're back in a moment. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown.
RoscoeBrown.com. It's never lost on Window World that your home is your largest physical investment. Window World's integrity can be noticed from your very first moment of contact. The clean, professional installation of premium windows, siding, doors, and more are designed to last while leaving your home looking amazing. Window World and their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. They're America's most trusted remodeler and a proud partner of Middle Tennessee State University Athletics because the difference is integrity and always in the detail.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, the place to get your Blue Raider gear. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or at our Greenland Drive location. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers. Joe Fisher, Kyle Turnham with you from Huntsville, Alabama, the Von Braun Center. Middle Tennessee in total command, leading Kennesaw State 61-28 as we head to the fourth quarter. Lady Raiders shooting just a touch under 50% at 49%. Kennesaw State actually heated up in the third quarter. They're up to 22% for the game. But now I think the dance is now very interesting because the game is clearly decided, Kyle. But to see how Rick Insell decides to play this down the stretch, how long do you play your starters? When do you start to filter other people in? And as I look at that right now, all 5 starters are on the court.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised by that in any way, shape, or form. They just asked Cab if she was okay. She says she's good to go, so back at it.
And she lobs it to Gregory. Middle Tennessee with the basketball, front court to Scott. Back to Jalen. Thought about the three, passed it up to Scott. Scott cut off on the baseline. Back out to Gregory. Jalen comes to Blakely. Near side Enrique, who's had a really nice game today. To Boldareva. Squares 15 feet away. Back out to Gregory. Back into Nas at the high post. Nas kicks to the corner. Enrique for a three. No. Rebound, Kennesaw State. Willis quickly front court to Harden. Harden pull-up jumper from 10 is good.
I will say this. There's not many games that you play in that a team goes 5 for 9. An opponent goes 5 for 9 from 3, and it doesn't bother you.
That's a good point. They did in the third quarter. Scott trying to answer with a three, no good. Rebound Willis. Here comes Kennesaw State the other way. Oh, nice lead pass, but kicked out of bounds.
Great pass.
Yeah, Hooks could not hang on to it. And the turnover for Kennesaw State. That is their 11th. Middle Tennessee with 10. The difference, Lady Raiders have converted 15 points off Kennesaw State turnovers. Gregory, long range three, yes. Oh, I'm telling you.
That's another great thing to see is her shooting the ball at a high level as well.
She grabbed that one and pulled the trigger from about 22 feet away. She's got 11. Three at the other end. That's no good. Rebound, Tamia Scott had it knocked out of bounds and, crashing hard to the floor. And that's a good job there as Barry crashed to the floor and 2 Middle Tennessee players helped her up. I know that's a little thing, but I like to see that because it's amazing nowadays where you see teams where it's almost an unwritten rule, don't help the other opponent, and I like to see that.
Absolutely.
Scott inside Boldareva. Nas works her way in, spins, pivots left, laid it up too strong. And the rebound and the putback good by Enrique. Boy, Alina's had a really nice day.
She's had a big-time day, and again, yet another rebound, this one of the offensive variety that got us another shot.
She's got 13. 66-30. Middle Tennessee about to run their record to 24-0 when holding opponents below 60 points.
Yeah, that rebound for Alina was her 4th offensive rebound.
Foul on Gregory, a tripping foul. That's her 2nd. Yeah, Alina's had a really nice day. 13 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, no turnovers in 29 minutes. And an official's timeout here to tend to a Kennesaw State player that is down and being tended to in the free throw circle at the far side. Can't tell, Kyle, if it's a lower leg. Looks like, yeah, she's in some pain. You can see some emotion on the face. That's Carly Hooks, I believe, isn't it, number 1? Yes, and Hooks is going to walk to the bench.
She looks like she's bracing her right arm.
I think you're right.
I think when she got tripped, may have jammed that wrist trying to brace herself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think she's going to go to the locker room, as a matter of fact. And she is. Kennesaw State will inbound. Harden. Look at Blakely denying the basketball. It finally goes to Willis. Now to Harden. Back to Willis. Willis launches the 3, banked it in. Oh, my goodness. Well, thank goodness all this happened in the second half, because if this was happening in the first half, this would be a totally different field.
Yes.
66-33. Lady Raider lead. 7:23 left. Tamia Scott. Outside to Gregory. Jalen to the corner. Tamia. Works it back to Jalen. Jalen off the screen from Enrique. Bounce pass near side. Lob into Boldareva. Goes up off the glass. Good. 27 for Nas.
Basketball's such a simple game. Throw it to your best player and turn and score.
And let her score. And then run down to the other end.
Yes. Pretty simple.
She's got 27. If only it were that easy.
Yeah.
Blakely with a steal. Picked the pocket from behind. Cab coming the other way. Racing down court, and then she was tripped, I believe, from behind. That's going to be a foul on Kaylin Fields. I tell you what, when Cab is off to the races, it's about as quick as it gets.
Yeah, she's got a different gear.
Yes, she does.
Jada Harrison back in for Cab.
And the lob inside. Scott with a turnaround in the lane, no good. Tapped out by Nas. Rebound Scott, 15-foot jumper short. Rebound Enrique, they'll try it again. Back out to Tamia. So Harrison in for Blakely along with the other 4 starters. So we'll see how this goes for a while. Gregory tried to lob it into Nas and turned it over.
Yeah, Nas had her leverage going towards the free throw line, and Jalen is throwing a touch pass to the baseline. Hard to keep that momentum going where you're trying to seal up. That pass has really got to be thrown in at a completely different angle than Jalen threw it there.
11th turnover by Middle Tennessee, but you remember, Kyle, they had 4 or 5 early. I mean, right off the bat. Runner by Harden, nice off the glass.
Yeah, we started with 6 turnovers,
really
right out of the gate.
Harden with 10, and so she's working toward her average of 15. 68-35, just trying to get this one to the house now with 5:55 left to play. Boldareva off the low block, works her way into the lane, runs, laid it up good. They just don't have an answer for that. Not many do. She's got 29. 70-35. Nas knocking on her career high here. Harden lost it, turned it over.
Defense by Lena Enrique.
Gregory coming the other way. Jalen, I think she just lost it out of bounds. Yep, she did. She thought it was off a Kennesaw State player. I think she just lost it. And now Savannah Davis is going to check in, I believe, for Tamia Scott. Boldareva's career high in points is 32. That was against Louisiana Tech last year. She's got 29 here today.
If she would have just made that three.
Doggone it. 70-35, Middle Tennessee with the lead. Harden jumper, top of the key, no good. Long rebound, Savannah Davis. Outlet to Gregory. Jalen.
Let's see if we can get her a three-point play here.
Nas, try to get her to 32. Is that what you're talking about? Emily Monson going to check into the next dead ball. Oh, a nice shot fake by Harrison. Jumper good, Jada.
Really nice play by Jada Harrison there. Shot fake, sidestep three.
First points for Jada. 73-35.
You see flashes out of her in every game where she's starting to come of age.
Penetration, shot thrown. I don't know how that went in. My gosh. Kiara Berry, that went in somehow. Her first points. You talk about a circus shot.
Yeah, that may have been as bad as any of the 10 air balls that they shot in the first half, but that one went in like it was supposed to.
It didn't touch anything but net.
Barely moved the net.
73-37. Harrison lobs Bouldereva. Inside out, jumper from the corner, air ball. Rebound, Kennesaw State. 4 minutes left to play. Willis through the lane, back outside. Long three by Cullinan is good. Taylor Cullinan.
You know, when she played against us at our place,
she was pretty good.
A pretty good game.
Yep.
And this is the first she's been on the floor in this game.
Transfer from Alabama. 73-40. Arike. Back outside, Gregory. Jalen penetrates, bounce pass inside, and knocked out of bounds by Kennesaw State. Timeout with 3:34 left to play. We'll have substitutions and more when we come back. Middle Tennessee in command, 73-40. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, have you heard about the MTSU branded debit card from Ascend Federal Credit Union? Use your Ascend MTSU debit card in stores and online or add it to your mobile wallet for the ultimate convenience. Need some cash? Use this card fee-free at thousands of ATMs worldwide. Stop by one of Ascend's 5 Murfreesboro branches or visit ascend.org to learn more. Bank where Blue Raiders belong. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider athletics.
Plan ahead and plan for success. Put Lee Company on your team for all your facility and home maintenance needs. They are proud to be an official partner of the MTSU Blue Raiders and have serviced homes and businesses for 80 years. For the very best heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical services, call Lee Company at 615-867-1000. Visit them at leecompany.com or call 615-867-1000.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic and Surgery Center, the official medical group of MTSU Athletics, proudly keeping Murfreesboro healthy since 1949. Middle Tennessee, 3 minutes and 34 seconds from advancing to the semifinals in the Conference USA Women's Basketball Tournament in Huntsville. They will take on either FIU or WKU. Those two teams meet tomorrow here in Huntsville in the Von Braun Center, and then Middle will get the winner of that game on Friday. Got off to a little bit of a rugged start, but really sort of methodically pulled away, led by Anastasia Bouldereva with 29 in the middle. But again, I think a tremendous performance by Alina Arike. I think she was a real big part of getting this game off to a good start. She's got 13 points. She's been very solid all day long.
Well, Alina was the one that made that shot that took the lid off, but she's also played with a high energy level and has gotten a lot of 50-50 balls, kept a lot of balls alive, gotten a lot of offensive rebounds. I agree. I think she's been the catalyst, was the catalyst, especially early on.
13 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, no turnovers, 1 block shot in 36 minutes. That's a stat line you would take anytime. So now with 3:34 left to play, let's see who's going to be on the court. I see Gregory. I see Davis. I see Jada Harrison. I see Emily Monson on the court.
Yeah, so the only
and
starter,
Jada Granum.
Yeah, the only starter left is Jalen Gregory.
Up top, Gregory. Drives, right side, kicks. Monson, three, right side, banked it no good. Rebound, Kennesaw State.
Wow.
This is a team, you talk about these seniors, Gregory, Boulder, Ava, Dodgen, winningest four-year graduation class. That ball's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Middle Tennessee's basketball. Winningest class, four-year graduation class in school history. They won 109. This will be 110 and counting. You know, you go and now seniors coming out of the game for Kennesaw State. Certainly emotional for them. This is going to be the end of the run. They knew they were in an uphill battle coming in here, obviously, but it will be Willis to inbound and a 5-second. Oh, they're going to call a foul, I believe.
It's going to be on Savannah Davis.
Yep. On a hole. That's her third. 3:03 left to play. And the lob up top now to Claire Davis, a 6'2 junior from Cartersville, Georgia. Came through Palm Beach Atlantic and lost the basketball, saved it on the sideline. Sends it back to Willis. 5 on the shot clock. Willis guarded by Harrison. Step back three, no good. Rebound, offensive board. Kennesaw State stripped by Harrison. Nice job by Jada to take that away. And Savannah Davis will leave it with Jada, who brings it into the front court. 2:30 left to play. Gracie Dodgen in the game. So now all 5 on the court, no starters on the court right now. Harrison off the screen from Monson, works right to left. Jada back up top, Monson. Right side Dodgen. Gracie blocked shot, rebound Granum. Jada wide open, laid it up, missed it. Rebound Kennesaw State. I think Willis is a little hurt. She's going to get the ball back. She was a little slow to get back into the flow of things, but she's got the basketball. Jada was so open she didn't realize it. Underneath. Outside long three by Davis is good. Claire Davis. They have shot way better in the second half than they did in the first.
Well, they've been lights out.
Yeah.
They're 8 of 14 from 3 in this half.
Jumper by Davis is short. Rebound Kennesaw State. 73-43, 90 seconds left to play here in Huntsville. Middle Tennessee about to advance to the semifinals in Conference USA's women's basketball tournament here in Huntsville at the Von Braun Center. We're just down the street. You can see the missiles and the Saturn V rocket, space shuttle all down there, just down the road. 3 from the wing, good again, my goodness. And the 3 by Dillard. Thank goodness they didn't wake up until the second half, because they have shot the ball extremely well in the second half. And I believe now Stacy Kabiernik is going to check in for Middle Tennessee. Timeout taken. I think they just want to make a timeout to get substitutions in. I don't think we need to take a full timeout here. But that may be what's going to happen anyway. 73-46, Middle Tennessee in front, 1:06 left to play. I would think Rick Insel overall would be pretty happy with what he saw today.
Yeah, in particular, when you go back to that second quarter, I mean, I stopped short of calling it perfect, obviously, but boy, it was.
Well, you hold
good.
it to nothing.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
And you know, that type of defensive effort, it will win a lot of games for you. You know, a lot of people have asked me over the year, how does this team compare to the last year? Well, they're different. They're just very different. This team is probably not as good offensively, but they're better defensively. And, you know, on those nights that you've got some people that are not shooting the ball at a high level, your defense brings you to the table. And, you know, right now you look at our national stats, we're number 1 in the country and field goal percentage defense, number 2 in the country in scoring defense, number 3 in the country in blocks per game. We're in the top 50 in turnovers per game, 3-point field goal percentage defense at 35, scoring margin at 44. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But it's a different team.
Yep.
Very different team than last year.
It's interesting. This team, if this holds where they are now field goal percentage-wise, this would be in the top 3 in Division I performances by a defense over the last 20 years. In Division I in its entirety. You would include a UConn team, from the late 90s. You'd include a Bethune-Cookman team that's just kind of an anomaly in that regard, and then you would put Middle Tennessee in there.
Well, like I said, I mean, it's impossible to communicate over the air on radio, in particular when you can't see it, all of the different things that we did in the second quarter. And I know I keep harping on that second quarter, but that may be as good of a quarter of defense as I've ever seen us play. And we've played some really, really good quarters. Nothing like that quarter.
24-0 was the score in that second quarter.
And again, we did not foul them and send them to the free throw line. We weren't sloppy.
Davis to the lane. Shot blocked from behind, out of bounds. It will stay with Middle Tennessee with 19 to shoot, 56 to play. So you've got Kabiernik on the court along with Jada Harrison. Harrison with the basketball, powers it up, missed it. Offensive rebound, Harrison outside Davis. Her three is no good. And ball knocked out of bounds. It'll go to Kennesaw State. Jada Granum thought maybe it was off of Kennesaw, but the officials did not agree. So on the court now you have Dodgen, Harrison, Kabiernik, Granum, and Davis. 38 seconds left to play. Three from the left wing is short. Rebound tipped from Kabiernik to Granum. They can run the clock out. They do not have to take a shot. And Rick Insel with a hand up in the air saying just dribble the time away.
Yeah, and this is where, again, if you're Kennesaw too, just back up and just let it be done.
Well, sometimes it's difficult when you are a high seed. You get a bye. You walk in here after a day off, couple of days off, and maybe shake a little rust off early, and that's what Middle Tennessee did. But they have advanced comfortably to the semifinals in the Conference USA Women's Basketball Tournament as they win over Kennesaw State by a final score of 73-46. With the win, that's win number 25 for the Lady Raiders, 25-7 on the season. They advance to the semifinals on Friday. They will take on either FIU or WKU. Those two teams meet tomorrow here in Huntsville. Kennesaw State sees their season come to an end at 13-18 overall. Stay with us. The postgame show's coming up. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Plan ahead and plan for success. Put Lee Company on your team for all your facility and home maintenance needs. They are proud to be an official partner of the MTSU Blue Raiders and have serviced homes and businesses for 80 years. For the very best heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical services, call Lee Company at 615-867-1000. Visit them at leecompany.com or call 615-867-1000.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, have you heard about the MTSU branded debit card from Ascend Federal Credit Union? Use your Ascend MTSU debit card in stores and online or add it to your mobile wallet for the ultimate convenience. Need some cash? Use this card fee-free at thousands of ATMs worldwide. Stop by one of Ascend's 5 Murfreesboro branches or visit ascend.org to learn more. Bank where Blue Raiders belong. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider athletics.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
This responsible gaming message is brought to you by the Tennessee Lottery. When you play the lottery, it's important to play responsibly. Know your limit and spend only what you can afford. Set a budget and stick to it. And remember, as long as you're having fun, you're always a winner in our book. The Tennessee Lottery is a proud supporter of National Problem Gambling Awareness Month. To learn more about problem gambling resources, visit tnlottery.com.
Looking for the ultimate hangout spot? Head to Cedar Glade Brews. With 12 taps and over 100 bottles and cans, we've got craft beer, seltzer, mead, kombucha, cider, non-alcoholic, and craft soda for everyone. We're family and dog-friendly, featuring food trucks, live music, and trivia nights. Plus, you can book our space for private events inside or on our spacious patio.
Blue Raider fans enjoy a Cedar Glade brew in the Murphy's Center Beer Garden.
Purveyors of foamy goodness, Cedar Glade Brews, where great times and good vibes await.
Blue Raider fans, Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, is the place to get your Blue Raider gear. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4. Lightning's Locker Room is just across the street from Floyd Stadium at 1321 Greenland Drive. It has all the MT polos, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and all the other game day gear you'll ever need. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or in Murphy Center on game days. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers.
Lady Raider Game Day continues, and we have you covered with a full recap on the Exit Realty postgame show. Today's Lady Raider postgame show is presented by Exit Realty, Bob Lamb and Associates, and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Tim Page, and Chip Walters. The Lady Raider postgame show is also sponsored by Window World of Murfreesboro, the official window and exterior remodeling company of Blue Raider Athletics. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, official team physicians for Blue Raider Athletics. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford, the official hospital partner for MTSU Athletics. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. And by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office. Fans don't let fans drive drunk. Once again, here's the voice of the Lady Raiders, Joe Fisher.
Middle Tennessee advances to the semifinals of the Conference USA Women's Basketball Tournament. They roll over Kennesaw State today by a score of 73-46. With the win, Middle Tennessee 25-7 on the season. Now the Lady Raiders will take on either FIU or WKU. Those two teams meet tomorrow in their quarterfinal matchup to advance to the semis on Friday. Joe Fisher along with Kyle Turnham. Kennesaw State ends the season at 13-18. Kyle, quite frankly, that second quarter of basketball that we saw here today was about as good a 10 minutes of basketball as you will ever see.
I've seen Coach Ensel's teams play a lot over the years, and I will tell you that is as good of a defensive performance as I have ever seen, without question. And I thought it spearheaded everything. We got off to a little bit of a slow start, a little rusty right at the beginning. And as we've mentioned already in the broadcast, Alina makes this shot, sort of breaks the ice for us, and then the second quarter, boy, we just put the pedal to the metal.
Yep, 17-8 lead after one quarter. Middle Tennessee shut out Kennesaw State in the second quarter. I mean, you never hear of something like that. 24-0 was the scoring in the second quarter. Middle Tennessee very comfortably in control from that point on. And then, to Kennesaw's credit, they did a good job and got back into it with some three-pointers, but Middle Tennessee never slowed down. And so it was great to have Middle Tennessee win and advance as they are 25-7 on the season. And as we welcome now to our microphones our Built Ford Tough Player of the Game, and that's going to be Jalen Gregory. Visit buyfordnow.com for all Ford makes and models because the best trucks are built Ford tough. Nice to get a win in advance, huh? Let me make sure your mic's on. How about that? Is that better?
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
That's a little bit. There you go. That's good.
Yeah, it's always good to win.
What is it like? Because, I mean, you come in as a 2 seed, you get a bye, so you miss yesterday. Other teams are playing. It looked to me, and Kyle and I talked about it, a little sluggish at first, maybe a little rust. It didn't take long to shake it off.
Yeah, I feel like, it's a tournament game. So, everybody's got a little bit more nerves for this game. And so I think once we just came out here and settled in and just got to being who we are defensively, it just allowed everything to flow.
You realize you shut them out in the second quarter?
We did. They let us know in the locker room.
Did they really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't pitch shutouts in basketball very often. That was pretty impressive.
Not often, but I think that just goes to show, just how we can play defense and how we were really locked in once we settled in. And that's just something that's going to carry us through these tournament games.
I think Kyle mentioned early, he said when Alina made that shot early, it was kind of like that took the lid off. That took you could just kind of feel it. It took the pressure off.
Oh, yeah. Seeing when you finally see one go in, it's like, okay, here we go. Let's get started. And when she hit one, you could just kind of feel the energy within the team just kind of lift it up a little bit. And that's just something that I've tried to tell the team that we need to be better at. It's just having our own energy no matter how things are going, is just focusing on who's out there and the bench and just staying locked in with our energy.
Well, obviously over the past 2 years, or this year in particular, a lot of people have asked, how do you compare this team and last year's team? And I've said it a million times. This team is not quite as good offensively, but better defensively. Mm-hmm. And it just goes to show you that old saying, defense travels, and it certainly does. And even when, you're having those moments where people are maybe not shooting the ball at a high level, offensively not clicking, you still play that type of defense. You're going to have a chance to win every game that you're in. And, by the way, while you're here, I made this comment on the air. I want to say it to you. You not being on the all-defensive team is the biggest travesty in the history of mankind. I'm just telling you.
Yep.
And I have no idea how that happened, but I'm just, again, I brag on you all the time for someone who has who is a scorer but plays defense to the level that you do. How that didn't happen, I don't know, but you know what we think about you.
I've heard.
So it's one of those types of things where, but I've said this, and I'll say it to Coach, when he comes out, I've seen you guys play a lot of basketball. I've never seen a better defensive performance in my life with any of his teams in that second quarter.
Yeah, that's something that we know now that we can do and we're capable of, and so that's something we got to turn into 40 minutes rather than just one quarter. And if we continue to do that and play like that defensively, then I think it's going to be hard for anyone to score on us, so then it just comes down to us playing hard on offense.
Do you realize it when you're in the middle of it? I mean, can you kind of tell what's going on?
Well, I mean, you're just kind of out there. I think it's just being out there with everyone every day at practice, and everything is that we put so much emphasis on defense that it's like when you're out there, that somebody behind you's got your back. They're going to be there. It's not like, oh, do I need to do this because somebody's not going to be there. They're going to be there, and you just got to trust them. And I think that's just something we really trusted each other to be in the position that we're supposed to be in.
Well, I'm going to beat a drum here from a coaching perspective, and I know Coach Matt's standing over here listening to me, and I know he'll like this as well. In the second quarter, one thing that you guys did that I don't even know that you did, your communication was incredible. Mm-hmm. You guys were doing a phenomenal job of fly switching. You were rotating. You were ahead on drives, all those different types of things, but the communication level was the best that I've seen it.
Yeah, and not just with our energy, the same thing, just continuously talking throughout all the highs and lows of the game, just knowing that no matter what's happening, the next play or whatever we're at, we got to bring our energy there. And I think that's where our communication is connected to, is just our energy.
And that's where I think Alina, brought a lot to this game, was that especially early on, we start with 6 turnovers right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can't really make shots. We're not catching balls cleanly. Just sort of discombobulated in it well. But her energy was fantastic the entire game. She finishes with, 13 points, but had 5 offensive rebounds. And even the offensive rebounds that she didn't get, she kept alive and gave us some extra possessions. So I thought her energy was fantastic.
Her energy was great, and we needed to keep that up and just bring that every game. And that was big for her. I think it was just for her to see those shots go in these big games, that I think that's just going to help her have the confidence to keep shooting them.
And that number 10 was catching it and letting it go pretty quick too.
Yep.
Looked really like she was shooting at a hula hoop as well. I didn't see any second guessing going on those too. So I liked what I saw out of that.
Yeah, it got off to a slow start, but
that's okay.
We locked in right there.
Interesting now because you don't know who you're playing. Just kind of go through the motions tomorrow, go through practice, and I'm sure you will.
Yeah.
And then just wait and see, right?
Yeah, you just got to wait and see, but we got to take that practice tomorrow just as serious as like we was already knowing who we're playing and just playing hard defensively and just executing offensively.
Great job today. Congratulations. Jalen Gregory with us. Vanderbilt as Middle Tennessee wins it by a score of 73-46, advancing to the semifinals in Conference USA. Matt Ensel is going to join us in just a moment. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
How do you create a tradition of leadership? You power it with impressive towing and hauling, sharpen it with smart features like a mobile generator, and dominate the game 48 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, a legacy of excellence. Only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available features. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Grannis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Grannis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Grannis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
Middle Tennessee a winner in impressive fashion over Kennesaw State 73-46 to advance to the semifinals in the Conference USA Women's Basketball Tournament here in Huntsville. We are joined by Associate Head Coach Matt Ensel. It's one of the issues that you deal with in conference tournaments is they make head coaches go back and talk to the media, and they don't let them come out here and talk to us. So it's a little bit of that is what it is. But anyway.
You get the bullpen.
I get you. That's okay. That's
they had to pull me out.
That's not a problem. Really, I'm telling you what.
Right-handed, not the left-handed.
We went for the righty. There's no doubt.
Telling you what, that second quarter was about as good as I've seen in a long time.
It did. We had a lot of focus. They really got into the game plan. And I was just telling Kyle this off the air. A week and a half ago, Kennesaw State, Liberty hits a last-second shot to beat them. Mm-hmm. And so, you have that on your mind. You're worried about it. But the girls really bought in, and we hadn't been playing our best the last couple of weeks of the season. It's got to kind of that point where you start looking for the tournament to see how they're going to refocus and see how they're going to respond. And we saw today they're going to respond and be focused in a big way.
Well, your dad made a comment in his pregame show about thought that the girls got a little bored.
Yeah.
And I will tell you this, Matt. I mean, I've watched, obviously, a lot of basketball with teams across the country. And that is a common thing. It's going on with men's teams in the SEC, women's teams across the country that have been so good for so long. Well, it's hard to keep your foot on the gas for 4 months.
Yeah, and this team's different. Where last year's team had played so well and had some big non-conference wins, like against Tennessee and some of those games, that they had played themselves into a situation where they were going to get an at-large bid if they didn't need to have any slip-ups. This year's bunch, they know that you know what, we didn't get that big win. Even though our net's really high, we're going to have to win 3 games in Huntsville. And so the last week and a half, you kind of felt that they were looking more towards that instead of, hey, we got to play Liberty here.
Yeah.
We got to play FIU here. And today they were locked in offensively and defensively, but more offensively. Kennesaw's a very aggressive defensive team that gets after you and makes you have to have tough possessions on offense. We haven't been scoring those tough possessions very well. We did today. We made the extra pass. We saw the open person. We got repost situations. Alina, I told Alina this morning, I said, I want you to think about something. Every time I've ever seen you play in the conference tournament, you've been special. Well, that's because you play us. So I want you to start thinking about that. Whoever you're playing, think it's us. And she just kind of looked at me. I said, I'm being real honest with you. It's just like somebody's going up to that doesn't like to public speak, and they say, just imagine nobody's out there. No, imagine you're playing middle. Don't play for middle. Play against middle when you step on the floor. And she looked like the Alina Enrique that we recruited tonight.
She absolutely did. And we talked about when she was playing at UTEP, it's like, golly, she is a dynamo.
We've asked her to be a point forward. When the ball comes back to her, it can't freeze. Meaning, okay, they've denied Tamia the ball. Okay, great. You be a point forward. Drive it in there, get somebody else the ball. Don't freeze and just say, I got to throw it to Tamia or nothing else happens. Play through that. I thought at Liberty she froze a lot. We couldn't get it back to Jalen or Tamia, and she just kind of froze. We worked real hard the last week of don't freeze. Be a point forward. You make a play now. Get somebody else a shot. Make them have to guard you. And she did that tonight.
It was very interesting because, and Kyle mentioned this, when she made that first shot, it was like that took the lid off everything. I mean, it relaxed everything.
It's the greatest bank shot I've ever seen.
It was.
Because it got her confidence. She felt good about herself.
And I think, and the girls, even when it went in, they had that momentary sort of giggle, which allowed them to sort of loosen up, and then it was just all downhill after that.
I mean, you think about this. Alina has 13 points, 7 rebounds, 5 boards, 4 assists, and guarded Harden, their best player, until Alina went out in the last 7 minutes. Harden only had 4 points whenever Alina was guarding her. She shut her out. And so,
plus 36.
Yeah, you got to think about this. She was the defensive player of the year at UTEP as well. She brought all of that back, and, it's just I was so proud of her to see her do it, and Nas was being Nas. Jalen was Jalen. I think Jalen and Blakely are carrying a little bit of chip on their shoulder about not making all defense. Yep. And I think if you
we had that conversation with Jalen just a minute ago.
Yeah, if you watch that out there tonight, you tell me there's 2 better on-ball defenders in our league than those 2 kids. And, you put players, all defense, I told the girls, all defensive teams sometimes doesn't go to the best defenders because some of these teams play so wild and sporadic, and it looks like, oh, this kid's averaging 4 steals a game. Well, that's the way they play. Can you guard somebody in the half court? No, you can't. So don't look at a steal. See who can really guard somebody. When I walked in today, the La Tech coach, Brooke Storrs, stopped me and she said, I'm just stunned that Gregory and Blakely are not on the all-defensive team. It stuns me. I said, you're right. It stuns us too, but guess what? They know it, and they're going to play well today.
Little motivation, not bad.
And I mean, you hate to see them have to use that for motivation when they should have been rewarded for a season. I mean, you look at what Jalen does against Kaiser alone. Kaiser goes and gets MVP of the league. Great. She holds her to single digits.
Both times.
Yeah, and I mean, so, how do you not get rewarded for that? But it didn't happen. Now, Jalen takes it to another level defensively. Obviously shooting the ball well. You see Enrique make some shots. You see Cab knock down a 3.
Tamia Scott.
Yeah, I mean, so your offense, Nas I thought was definitive tonight. And it's one of those times of situations where it's good to see all that come together at the same time.
Yeah, and it's more balanced. You look, Nas got 19 shots. Tamia 13. Jalen 10. Enrique 9. I mean, it wasn't like one person took a shot. I mean, the ball was moving, and we were making the extra pass, and just real proud of them offensive execution. And we got to have that same focus Friday, no matter who we play.
I was going to say, so how do you approach that now? Because you're not going to know who you play until tomorrow evening.
Well, we'll kind of similar to what we did yesterday. We'll practice tomorrow around 11, and we'll really focus on how the first 45 minutes, that'll be how we can get better, what we can improve on from this today, and then we'll start preparing. FIU is so new, we
Recent.
just played them. We just played them recently. They kind of know that. And so we'll really focus more on Western, even though FIU beat Western at Western. And so they both split this year, so it could be either one of them. But we'll focus a lot on Western because Western plays a lot of zone.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen zone as much lately. But it was great today in the second half.
I said
when
that in the
Kennesaw
broadcast. Yep.
played zone, so that's preparing us. We got some good zone offensive looks. We was able to look at some of our stuff that we're working on.
Well, we're looking forward to it.
Another big one. We got to get the men through tomorrow night, and we'll both be playing Friday, and we need everybody to turn the lights out in Murfreesboro and come on down.
Yep, come on down. We had a good crowd here today, and it's hopefully only going to get bigger.
I hope so, too.
Yeah, the gauntlet's in front of us right now, and, I mean, that's when the brightest lights and the biggest stars raise up.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we told the girls before we left. Last time we checked, we're the defending champions, two-time champions. And so until somebody beats us, that trophy's ours.
That's right.
And that ain't going to happen. And so that's the big thing we've been talking to them about, that we're the champs. Nobody else is. We can split all this stuff up, and people can say, oh, it was split. Who cares? We've won it 2 years in a row. Actually, 3 of the last 4 we won it. And so we've got to come out there with that same mentality. And I think you saw today a team that was focused on that.
Yeah, I was going to say they certainly played like it today. They certainly did.
They did.
Great job, Coach. Thank
y'all.
you very much. Appreciate that. We'll come back, go through the stats for you in just a moment. Middle Tennessee a winner, 73-46. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown.
RoscoeBrown.com. RJ Young is no longer just your office copier supplier. We are now helping you create the modern office. Our cutting-edge solutions cover security systems, business phones, managed IT, and AV technology for your organization. We've teamed up with world-class partners to save you more through building services, and our U.S.-based specialists are your personal coaches, making sure you always have the highest degree of personalization.
How do you create a tradition of leadership? You power it with impressive towing and hauling, sharpen it with smart features like a mobile generator, and dominate the game 48 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, a legacy of excellence. Only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available features. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
This is the Exit Realty postgame show brought to you by Exit Realty. Bob Lamb and Associates, agents Brad Hopkins, Chip Walters, Richard Lewis, and Tim Page. The #1 producing Exit Realty office in the United States. Find them online at exitmurfreesboro.com. Time to go inside the final numbers of today's game from Granis and Associates, certified public accountants specializing in business and personal accounting and tax services. Granis and Associates, 615-895-1040, online at www.gcpas.com. Middle Tennessee a winner over Kennesaw State, 73-46 for the game. Middle Tennessee 27 of 64 from the field for 42%, 9 of 23 from three-point range, 39%, 10 of 12 from the free throw line, 83%. Kennesaw State, and again, Middle Tennessee, Kyle, right in their mode, 17 for 58 for the game was Kennesaw State for 29%. So the nation's #1 defense in terms of field goal percentage basically holds them to that 29%, which they have done to pretty much every conference team this season. It's been amazing defensively.
Yeah, when you look at those numbers alone, it really just sort of defies logic in a way. Yeah. Because these teams, have all got scores. They've all got people that can make shots. And even if they're not high percentage shooters, they're volume shooters, so they're going to get up shots. I guess the thing that sticks out to me more so than anything else in that second quarter, besides the fact that we held them scoreless, was the fact, and we're not making fun of Kennesaw that they shot air balls. We're talking about just how difficult the shots they were taking were because they couldn't find any space. They couldn't create a shot at all. So they were basically just having to throw something at the rim to avoid a shot clock violation. That's how good we were in the second quarter.
Yeah, in that second half, Kennesaw actually heated up from three-point range.
Well, they sure did.
They went 10 for 27 from three for the game for 37%, only 2 of 6 from the free throw line. Middle out rebounds, Kennesaw State 47-32, and each Lady Raider rebound brought to you by Window World of Murfreesboro. As America's most trusted remodeler, Window World and their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. Visit windowworldmurfreesboro.com for a free quote today. Window World of Murfreesboro, official window provider of Blue Raider athletics, and 14-7 in the offensive rebounding. Middle Tennessee, 19 assists, 11 turnovers, 8 steals, and 5 block shots. Kennesaw State, 12 assists, 14 turnovers, 6 steals, and 3 block shots. Points off turnovers.
Well, can I make a point on that while
Absolutely.
we're at it?
Go ahead.
At one, at the first media timeout, we were sitting there with 1 assist and 6 turnovers.
Right.
So what that basically tells you is from that point forward, we have 5 turnovers the remainder of the game. And obviously that was a point of emphasis, during that timeout that, guys, we got to take care of the basketball better. And, when you do, you saw that offense start to take off and go in another direction. So we've talked so much in this game about the defense, but I do want to credit us offensively that we did a great job of tightening things up and taking care of the basketball after that first stretch where we got off to such a slow start.
Yep, certainly did. 18-8 points off turnovers in favor of Middle Tennessee. Points in the paint, 32-10 in favor of the Lady Raiders. Of course, Boulder Rava with 29, a big part of that. Second chance points, 11-1 in favor of the Lady Raiders. Individually, Middle Tennessee led by Anastasia Boulder Rava, 29 points. She was 12 of 19 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 4 of 5 from the line, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, 2 blocks. She has 119 block shots on the season to lead the nation in that category. 4 players in double figures for the Lady Raiders. 13 points for Tamia Scott. She also had 8 rebounds in the game. 13 points for Alina Enrique, and I'm telling you, as good an all-around game as she's had in a long, long time. 13 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, no turnovers, 1 block shot in 36 minutes. That's a tremendous stat line.
It is, and it just speaks to the way that she impacts the game beyond the scoring column. And that's one of the things that you're always talking to players about. Find a way to impact the game that does not show up in that scoring column, because there's a lot of different ways that you can have a positive impact on the game. And you take those numbers alone, and it tells you all you need to know.
5 offensive rebounds, in the game for her here today. Also 11 points for Jalen Gregory, along with 6 rebounds and a couple assists, couple of steals for her. 4 points for Courtney Blakely. Courtney, 6 rebounds for Courtney, 6 assists for Courtney. Again, kind of a quiet game offensively, but, boy, she just runs this show.
Yeah, and I want to illustrate another thing on Alina, too, because it's not on the stat sheet. At least if it is, I haven't found it. There is no column there for energy or energy plays.
Right.
And there's no question Alina led the game today in energy plays.
Also 3 points for Jada Harrison. Got about 8.5 minutes in today, which was nice to see as well. Kennesaw State led in scoring by Kiara Griffin. Had 4 3-pointers in the third quarter and finished with 12 points. Princess Harden held to just 10, on her average of 15. And again, that's, as you said, that's Jalen Gregory. That's the defense getting out there, and Harden held to basically about 4 points until it went to the bench players.
Well,
later
and she's
on.
been averaging a double-double and ended up with only 5 rebounds as well, none offensive. So.
Had 16 double-doubles this season,
yeah.
Coming into this game. So certainly a terrific performance by them. So we'll take a break. We'll come back, and we'll set you up for what's coming up next, which is going to be Friday night in the semifinals in the Conference USA tournament. We'll take a break, come back. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, You can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Murphy Center. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member services. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit MTE.com to learn more. And about that scoreboard, well, light it up, Blue Raiders.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
With the game on the line and the shot clock winding down, the Blue Raiders pass the ball to the most proven player on the floor to make the game winner. As the Nashville area's proven John Deere equipment dealer and proud sponsor of Middle Tennessee basketball, Tri-Green Equipment is wide open and ready to make the game-winning play for your property season after season. Stop by in-store today or visit us online at trigreen.com. Go Blue Raiders.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Well, Middle Tennessee has advanced to the semifinals in the Conference USA basketball tournament. That'll take place on Friday night. Middle Tennessee will play at 8 o'clock on Friday night against either FIU or WKU. Those two teams play tomorrow, and Middle Tennessee will face the winner of that one on Friday evening. I think it's interesting, Kyle, when Matt Insel was here talking to us, because we just played FIU Saturday. So they're very fresh in their minds. So while they'll certainly think about FIU, they will spend probably more of their time thinking about and prepping for WKU because it's been a little while longer since we've seen them.
And the majority of the focus is going to be on our own team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how can we get better? What are some things that we need to work on that are going to transcend who we play? And I think that's a big part of what you've got to do in a tournament is you can't just come up with a wholesale scout and new game plan in that short of a period of time.
Right.
Players can't absorb that. And just do what you do. Just do what you do. Play it to the Lady Raider standard, you're going to be fine.
If they do that, if they do what they did today, they will be fine.
Yep, no question about it.
That was about as an impressive defensive performance. And again, we don't want to belabor the point. Kennesaw State's not a juggernaut offensively, but nonetheless, I mean, when you shut a team out in a quarter, that's an amazing thing to happen.
It was a really, really, really impressive thing to watch.
Certainly was.
And, you know, as a coach, I can find details and find faults and all kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you, that was as impressive I've ever seen.
Wasn't a lot there to fault, was there?
No, there wasn't.
Well, you got a busy week. You'll be here.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
I hope so.
You'll be here tomorrow night.
Here tomorrow night with the men at 8 o'clock, playing Louisiana Tech. Tough opponent for the men. Louisiana Tech is a team that swept the men in the regular season. And then obviously if we get a win there, then we turn around and come back, and hopefully I'll have two games. We'll have two games on Friday.
You'll have a 2 o'clock game on Friday afternoon with the men.
And then hopefully turn around and have two more games on Saturday.
That's why we're here, man.
Two more dances.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Appreciate you being here as always.
Absolutely,
Thank
brother.
you so much.
Enjoy
Kyle Turner, my partner here. Great to have him with us as we're trying to make a run toward another tournament championship here. Middle Tennessee will take on either FIU or WKU. That's on Friday night at 8 p.m. Our broadcast will begin with a pregame show at 7:30 Central Time. I'm Joe Fisher. Thanks for being with us. Thank you, Jackson, in the studio for your work today. We'll see you Friday night, 7:30 for Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Thanks for joining us for this broadcast of the 50th season of Middle Tennessee State University Women's Basketball. Today's broadcast was presented by Window World of Murfreesboro, the official window and exterior remodeling company of Blue Raider Athletics. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, official team physicians for Blue Raider Athletics. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford, the official hospital partner for MTSU Athletics. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. And by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, fans don't let fans drive drunk. The proceeding has been a Van Wagner presentation of the Blue Raider Network.